this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as the Nansemond River High School Junior ROTC presents our nation's colors. Please remain standing and join Boy Scout Troop 521 as they perform the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
to the republic for which these nuts.
one nation, under God,
Under God, my ass.
Here to offer today's invocation, please welcome Anthony Poindexter from St.
Poindexter.
Church.
His last name is actually Poindexter.
Father, we come to you asking boldly yet humbly to keep our drivers safe, to keep our pit crews safe, and to let us enjoy this day. God, we want to commemorate those who sacrificed themselves on this day. Father God, let this day not go in vain. And last but not least, boogity, 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 let's go racing! Amen.
That's fucking lame. Amen.
Welcome the brass quintet from the official chorus of
Nobody who actually watches NASCAR says stuff like boogity, boogity, boogity. So, you know. Oh, hell yeah. I love when they do the anthem like this. When they don't have people sing it, that's when the anthem's at its best. So how y'all doing today? Nobody's here yet. But how y'all doing when you get here? I'll have to ask that again, because nobody's here yet. Hey, Michael. Old Junebug's gonna do it today. Stiff competition, though. Austin Cindric, AJ Allmendinger, Justin Allgaier, Ty Gibbs. Ugh. We're starting in the back because we don't have fucking qualifying. We're up against it today. But Dale Jr. has won 4 out of 8 of his Xfinity Series starts at Richmond. That's an insane percentage. Unbelievable short track talent. Dale Jr. always has been, always will be. Hoping for some magic today. It is 9/11. Junior knows a thing or two about winning around this time of year. So, tomorrow is a big day. I'm really happy there's no rain in the forecast for the Cup race tonight. I keep forgetting that the Cup race is tonight because I'm like, all right, settling down to watch the Xfinity race. Oh, there's a fucking Cup race later. It feels weird. I keep anticipating the Cup race being tomorrow, but no, it's tonight. And then tomorrow we just watch football all day. We've got, I was just thinking I need to make sure that the Fox Sports app is on my PS4. So while I'm going to be we're going to stream the Browns and the Chiefs, but I want to keep an eye on that Saints-Packers game too. And I can get the Fox app on my PS4 and watch the Chiefs and Browns on my actual TV. So I got to sort that out this evening. Yeah. $10 if Dale Jr. wins. And yes, I've got to give you my 10 NFL picks. If I don't do it today, I'll do it tomorrow morning. I will not forget, goddammit. I've said I was going to do that. Then I worked yesterday and then took a nap in the afternoon and then started playing online with friends last night. I completely forgot. My laptop needs dusting because I have the screen half closed. And the screen light's lighting up the keyboard, and I can see it's a little dusty. I don't know why it gets so fucking dusty in here. It kills me. I'm going to dust out my PS5, and it's just going to be like a cloud of shit's going to come out of this thing. That's how dusty it gets in here. Okay, so now that you guys are here, I can tell you, me and Dylan have decided we're going to wait till the spring to go to Talladega, so I'm not going to the Talladega playoff race, so I'll be streaming that with you guys. We're going to go to Bristol next week. We got our Bristol tickets this afternoon, actually. But we're going to hold off on Talladega till the spring. It's just too busy right now for me. So, yeah, spring race at Talladega, I'm going. But unfortunately, I can't go to the Charlotte Roval race. I told you I got to go to Atlanta. Got a KISS concert the day of the Roval race, so I won't be able to stream it, and I won't be able to go to it. I'll be watching it in the car on the way to Atlanta. But decided to hold off on Talladega till spring. But Bristol next week, I'll be there for the Cup race. We will stream the truck and Xfinity races, but for the Cup race, I'll be there.
I don't know. I didn't deserve to after running it into the wall like that. I just was trying too hard and pancaked aside.
We got our talent from Dad, but we got our speed from Mom.
We always want to come and give it your best shot to try to win, and just super excited to be back in victory lane.
Track position. That was how I won tonight.
Checkers, attaboy, Bell. That's what I'm talking about. You got your new favorite racetrack?
Justin Allgaier sweeps the weekend at Richmond.
Heck of a job, boy. Awesome.
What about when Junebug won here?
NASCAR Xfinity Series from Richmond. Go bowling 250.
Are you ready to go bowling?
Fly over there on this 20th anniversary, 9/11.
What? Something happened today 20 years ago? I didn't know.
Rain racing here at Richmond before we see the green flag and the engines get fired. Let's go to pit road and Parker Kligerman.
Well, Rick, if you're looking for a team that is on an upswing, look no further than Justin Haley in this number 11 from College Racing. 3 of their top five finishes this year have come in the last 4 races, including.
Can Justin Haley win somewhere that's not Daytona or Talladega?
Confidence race team because he finished second here a year ago. They have a ton of confidence right now in this 11.
Dylan will be here for the Cup race tonight. Because I told him earlier, I said, you owe me $120. And he said, what? And I was like, I bought our Bristol tickets. You owe me $120.
Dave Owens is adamant that, hey, well, that win was a nice boost. We're pretty confident that we were building momentum before that.
Next Saturday night, Bristol, bitch. Bristol, baby, is the PG version. It's Bristol, bitch, is the proper version.
They'll start third today, Parker. Well, Dylan, for Austin Cindric, the goal is simple. Get ahead of that 16.
You have to get some earplugs for next Saturday night.
One point apart for that regular season championship.
I know that much.
Hey, you haven't won at a short track. He got all angry. He said, no, I've run great at short tracks. I have awesome finishes here. This is one of my best tracks. I just have not gotten to victory lane. So a lot.
You know, I'm really glad that I went to the 600 now, even though it sucked, since I'm not able to go to the Roval race, which I'm still pissed about. I'm really glad I went to Charlotte earlier this year.
That's going to be the big question: is who will run well? Can say the driver of the 20, Harrison Burton, can he get that first win of 2021? Still looking for victory lane. Well, let's get the engines fired. We go trackside for the command.
Junior's fire suit is nice. That's slick. Smart man picking a white fire suit on such a hot day.
Naval Air Station in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Bruce Bartson.
Virginia Beach is in Virginia? I didn't know that.
Drivers, start.
Drivers! Woo! He's missing his front teeth, so he's definitely a Virginia guy. They say Virginia is for lovers
Bruce has that same enthusiasm
within your family.
What do you think?
Probably, yes.
That's the same enthusiasm. We're ready to see some racing here at Richmond.
Ugh. Once again, I'm watching. Goddamn, I thought I slept good. Watching on the NBC Sports app, so I'm going to be a little bit behind. I am occasionally able to fast forward the NBC app and catch up a little bit. I tried that today because I saw that the cable in the living room was over a minute ahead, and I'm like, that's not usually that bad. It's usually like 30 to 45 seconds. It was over a full minute ahead, and then I fast forwarded my NBC app, and it actually caught up by about 15 or 20 seconds. So when they come back from commercial here, I'm going to hit fast forward one more time. Maybe do that throughout the day under a yellow or something, just to get, you can catch up a little bit. I can't get all the way caught up, but just a wee bit. Got a prop bet on Haley beating Josh Berry. Oh, God. So, what time did I fall asleep last night? Like 3, and I woke up at 10:30. I'm good to go. I'll be ready for tomorrow. I hope I can sleep good tonight, because usually I wake up the first day of NFL Sunday at like 7 in the morning going, oh, football's on today. Oh, boy. Falcons-Eagles at 1 o'clock. That's the game we're doing at 1. So I can at least say I streamed one Falcons game this year. And then Browns and Chiefs, and I do want to keep an eye on the Eagles, the Saints and the Packers. That's what I want to do. I want to keep an eye on that. That could be a real shootout right there. Old Jameis is going to sling that fucker around, and Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. Falcons-Eagles tomorrow, that's an unpredictable game. I really don't know what to expect from either of those teams. I don't expect much. I don't expect much from the Falcons. I expect even less from Philadelphia this year, but that's an unpredictable game tomorrow. I guess hopefully we'll just blow them out. Nice, relaxing early Sunday afternoon. God, I'm tired. What's wrong with me?
One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR. Visit GoCredit1.com.
Fast forward. Trying to fucking catch up.
Where he left off, he absolutely is. He's first. Where he left off, he absolutely is. He's first.
Stop 2 boxes. What do you call it? Lay it up and then Darlington.
Win number 3 for Austin Cindric.
Van win, brother.
A.J. Allmendinger. Austin Cindric has scored the checkered flag and scored the win.
Heck yeah, buddy. Good job. Proud of you. Wow!
Ugh.
His third win of the 2021 campaign.
Yeah, God, thank you. Come on.
Noah Gregson with the win here at
Hey, Noah, the blind squirrel found a nut last week. I like Denny to win tonight, Michael. I'll take that odd-numbered bet and a Toyota win for today in the Cup race. Cindric, Harrison Burton, Gregson. Hey, where's Junior start? I know Junior's not starting anywhere worth a shit because no qualifying or whatever.
Dale Jr., DJ with your cohorts up in the booth here. You have a copy?
Goddamn, Junior starting 30th?
Dale Jr.
Oh,
Dale
fuck,
Jr.,
excuse
you
me.
have a copy?
I have to navigate a lot of bullshit
He's doing this on purpose.
to make this happen.
Sure. Let him out of the booth and he quits working.
The gloves are back, the skeleton gloves.
Dale Jr., Dale Jarrett, you have a copy?
No, just wiggle things around there and try that again. It's real hard to hear you.
Sounds like they're having some radio.
Yeah, they might have radio issues.
Well, there's a lot going on. You know, when you don't only do this once a year, there's a lot happening in there and trying to get yourself acclimated to everything.
Well, the truth is, up here, he has a whole audio team. Down there, nothing. Now his radio doesn't work.
Well, and he also mentioned earlier that he went through all these buttons and making sure that the switches were in the right place. Who knows which?
Look at how up off the ground the right front of that 8 car is.
All right, Steve, let's break down this race for us.
Well, you mentioned, radio issues for the 8. No practice here at Richmond. Just show up and race. One of my favorite tracks. 250 laps.
75 lap stage, there'll be a competition caution. Today I'm actually grateful for the competition caution because my guy's starting 30th. So I'll be happy to see a comp yellow. We need all the help we can get.
This little 3/4 mile short track is so much fun, and I love day racing here.
Well, Steve, you
Day
mentioned
racing at Richmond's the way to go.
practice, no qualifying. That means there's a competition.
But for the sake of football, I'm glad the Cup race is tonight.
35, I would expect it'll slow the field down, but maybe not a lot of takers on pit road unless you really have some ill handling. They only have 4 sets. They have to start on one. That gives you 3 sets of tires for the race, 1 after each stage. And that last stage at 100 laps, you're going to want a fresh set of Goodyears. If the caution comes out, DJ, you're going to be screaming for tires.
Absolutely, anytime that you can get them. Not quite as bad as Darlington last week, but it's something similar to that.
Let's go back to pit road and Parker.
Well, guys, Riley Herbst got off to a slow start this season, as many of us talked about.
Riley Herbst got off to a slow start.
Had some great runs until Darlington. We saw that monster crash he had when the
Karen, if Dale Jr. wins in that car, I might buy the race win version.
He said it was very shocking, but
I might.
he's not gonna let that get their season down. He said, come in this race.
I'd like to have the Hellman's 88 car he won in here a few years ago as well. I've seen that around on the diecast page I'm on, and I've considered pulling the trigger. But I'm sure I'll buy a diecast or 2 in Bristol next Saturday.
It's a homecoming race, though, for his
I'm pretty
partner,
sure.
Sam Hunt, a Virginia native, graduate of Virginia
Virginia Commonwealth University just down the road from here. This is the track that got Sam hooked on NASCAR. He's gone as far as living in his van to bring his race team to life. And of course, today he's got a wheelman in his car. John Hunter has torn up the Truck Series, 5 wins this year. Can he get SHR their first win and make his boss's dream come true? Boy, Parker, what a fairy tale that would be.
That would be awesome. But another Virginia boy that's hoping to do just that and get to victory lane is that number 10 of Jeff Burton. It's always great coming home, but it's better when you come here on the heel of 2 top 5 finishes for Jeff Burton and a lot of hometown support. His sponsor, their State Water Heaters, has 60 people here up in the grandstands rooting them on. Hopefully he can carry them all the way to winning.
So, like I said before some of you guys got here, I'm going to Talladega in the spring, not the playoff race. I can't go to the Charlotte Roval because a KISS concert's happening the same day in Atlanta, and I've got to go to that. And I'm going to Bristol next Saturday. So.
You know what? You don't have to mess with our broadcast just because he ain't up here. That's not nice.
He's doing this on purpose. You know he is. He's probably down there laughing right now.
Rick Allen's a dumbass.
Unilever, United for America in-car camera. No surprise, my old buddy Dale Jr. loves those solid white fire suits. That was a good-looking fire suit.
I made that observation earlier. Junior's fire suit is awesome.
He says it makes you look like you put a good day's work in. When he gets out, I told him, well, make sure he takes a shower before he comes here and joins us, puts the suit on later.
Yeah, he's doing double duty today, racing and then calling the Cup race this afternoon.
Well, Michael, there's a lot of there's a lot of dealers that show up to the racetrack, and the diecasts are usually at a decent price, depending on who you buy from, and you don't have to pay shipping. So, I might wind up buying a car or two next week. I'm going to try to resist the urge.
DJ, I want to get you, green racetrack. We talk about no practice. When I look at the surface, it's so white. I mean, there's no tire or rubber anywhere on the racetrack. We know they have to run this whole first stage on a set of tires. You have to take it easy a little bit as a driver.
Yeah, you really need to because you can get a lot of tire wear by trying to attack here a little bit too soon. And also, this place generally, the first few laps on here is very slick, and we'll see a lot of cars out of control here, I believe.
We saw Justin Allgaier before the race mentioned that very thing. Looked up, saw the sun, said, it's going to be a slick racetrack. I love it.
Fans should too. It's going to be awesome.
And will be fun.
No, I do not have a junior autograph. I'm not a big autograph guy. Green flag. I'm going to be watching that 8 car in the back right now like a fucking hawk. I don't even care what's going on up here. I don't care that Austin Cindric's got out to the lead here, and I thought Jeb Burton and Noah Gregson were going to go 3 wide around Justin Haley. Who cares about that? How's the 8 car doing?
Harrison Burton coming on the inside.
Harrison Burton.
Started the race to get a good start for him.
Cindric will lead lap 1, though.
Get into that second spot from the outside lane.
Good run by the 10. Jeff Burton making the move up. He has taken over 3rd now.
The Burtons are 2nd and 3rd. This is essentially their home race. We don't race at South Boston anymore, so Richmond's pretty much the home race for the Burtons.
Racetracks that suit drivers. Richmond and Harrison Burton just seem to make sense.
This 20 car of Harrison Burton has good forward bite. I like the way that looks coming up off the bottom of the corner. Cindric a little better into 1, but I like the way the 20 look. Look through the center off.
In my opinion, suits his talent.
Yeah, that's good forward bite. Dale Jr.'s gained 4 spots. I'm looking at the leaderboard. The ticker, as it were. And there's Junebug. Hey, we got Junebug cam. We're watching Cindric and Burton for the lead, and we're watching Junebug pick his way through.
How long does it take him to get into the top 10? I threw a number out earlier, but DJ said...
God, he's with some shit cars back there.
Top 10.
And my man's running 24th right now?
Yep.
Oh, I'll give him until about lap 30.
Fucking 07's killing us. Come on, man. How can you be that fucking slow? How can you be that slow? Junior's having to get way out of the gas to avoid running over the 07. We just got passed by the 17 because the 07's so fucking slow. Junior's got to pass the 17 again because he can't get around fucking Joe Graff who keeps blocking him. That was a bitch line into turn 3 there by the 07. He needs to get the fuck out of the way. Look how fucking slow that damn 07 is. Get the fuck out of the goddamn way. You can't get back in the gas off the corner, and you keep chopping us off on corner entry. Fuck off, dude. That was infuriating to watch. I'm sitting there watching Junior have to go and get sideways, getting out of the gas.
Those negative stats you don't want anything to do with.
A.J. Allmendinger in the 16 trying to move to the inside of Justin Haley in the 11. A.J. Allmendinger...
Cindric's still leading.
It's not my favorite. I don't do well here.
Yeah, I think Junior's got a good shot at winning.
Attack a racetrack where you feel like you just haven't had the
If he was going to pop out of retirement and win anywhere in the Xfinity Series, it would be Richmond. And Jeremy Clements in the top 10. Ooh, he's going to get put 3 wide here between him or Consigue. 3 wide.
But there's enough similarities there.
On lap 8 here, just want to let you know that NASCAR has given all the fans and crew members American flags. And so laps 9 through 11 will all be showing the respect of those who lost their lives 20 years ago.
Ty Gibbs getting in the top 10. He's underneath Jeremy Clements. Can we get Junior Cam back? Hey, Junior passed his buddy Josh Berry. Oh, and Dale Jr.'s upside down, rolling down the back. I'm kidding. Crowd standing up. Oh, yeah, because we're on lap 11. I thought they saw something and was like, oh, shit, what's going on? Hold on, I got to let a stupid cat in. Oh, boy.
Things continue to heat up on the racetrack. Haley in the 11, just in front of Ty Gibbs. We talked about this youngster, Ty Gibbs, only 18 years old. And
Such a nice day, I'd almost leave my window open for the cat, but it's not that nice. It is nice outside, too.
But you still have to get the job done. That race car doesn't know how you
Competition cautions at lap 35. I kind of wish it was a little sooner. Dale Jr. has broken into the top 20. Junior's going to pass Riley Herbst this next lap.
Haley continues to drop back.
Ty Gibbs, 7th place. Big mover here. Well, goddamn, look at everybody's left front, the way it's just banging on the ground. I'm not surprised to hear somebody complain about hard on the splitter.
What makes it even more difficult here, he said he's hard on the splitter, is this is a racetrack, while the nose does drop when you get on the brakes, it's not a lot of bumps. It's kind of a slow, sweeping corner. So, Parker, if you're on the splitter, I expect you to be on it for a long period of the corner. That's going to make the car handle even worse.
Oh, yeah, it's one of the worst things here. If you have that loose end tight in the center, it makes it a really tough place, especially as those tires fall off.
Yeah, Justin Haley is free-falling. Passed by Gibbs. He's getting passed up by Hemrick now. Be sure to keep track of where Michael Annette and fucking dickhead Herbst are running.
For Ty, so valuable opportunity here for him to get really comfortable again behind the wheel of this 54 car. Talking with his crew chief, Chris Gale, he mentioned that, despite Ty's early season success, this race...
Hey, there's Justin Allgaier, 4th place. Noah Gregson just passed Jeb Burton for 3rd, and he's trying to bring Allgaier with him. And here comes Allmendinger. We got a 3-car battle for 4th now. Looking forward to when Junior gets up with the faster cars that aren't fucking slowing him down.
Continues to move forward and learn in the Xfinity Series.
Short track racing from Richmond Race.
Cindric, Harrison Burton, Gregson Allgaier, and Jeb Burton for now. 17 laps in. Dale Jr.'s up to 18th. Ozzy. What are you doing? Hopefully this race will get over so fast I can play some GTA between now and the Cup race. Yes, Ozzy. Once again, I'm going to pat myself on the back for rearranging my room because it's much better the way it is now. I don't even know if it's much better. I like it a lot better. This is better for me. Really excited to be going to Bristol for the first time. Year before last, 2019 Bristol night race, I was watching that on TV just thinking, man, I need to be there. Last year it was different because of COVID and all that. Like, I wanted to go, but I didn't even consider it. But year before last, I was thinking, I've got to get to Bristol. Got to go to the night race. And so here we go. Next Saturday. Being scolded by my cat. Hey. Quit flexing your little hands at me. Good boy. Good Mr. Ozzy. Yeah, get this race over with so I can relax before the Cup race. Big day tomorrow. Really excited. I'm glad I've got racing today to keep me busy so I don't sit here and think about, I can't wait till tomorrow. We're going to watch foosball. Don't you fucking meow at me. Coverage will resume shortly. Yet I hear it's already back on in the living room because the cable's ahead by like 30 seconds. Yes, Ozzy. Good God, how fucking far behind am I now?
On time, as we watch this camera angle. As we watch this camera angle.
The hell, that just made it worse. Cindric has pulled away from Harrison Burton. Here's Dale Jr. and Josh Berry. Jr. got underneath Josh Williams. What happened here? Ooh. Get out of the fucking way, slow fuck. Like Josh Williams going to be faster than Dale Jr. Get the fuck out of the way. You're slowing us down.
Such a tight corner right there as a driver. You want to power up, but not having that room.
Dale Jr. had to jump out of the gas. We still ain't past this motherfucker. Josh Berry's all over him right now. How cool is it for Dale Jr. and Josh Berry to get to race each other? As long as that 92 keeps taking the fucking top, Junior's not going to be able to get the run off. He's going to have to dive it in, make this pass. He's about to get passed by Josh Berry because his fucking 92 won't get out of the way. 10 laps till the competition caution. You put money on the Falcons. Tread carefully. Now Junior switched up his line and opened the door for Josh Berry to get to his inside, but I think he feels he can hold off Josh running the outside better than the inside. He's still not going to be able to get around this fucking 92, but diamonds the corner a little bit. Still can't make the fucking pass on this 92. That's fucking ridiculous. It's frustrating. Ty Gibbs, top 5 to the inside of Allgaier. Dale Jr. and Josh Berry still can't get around Josh Williams. Hopefully we just gain a bunch of spots on pit road.
If he's this fast, or if he's the only one that doesn't know he has to run these tires.
Justin Haley has stopped the bleeding. He's settled into 9th place. Jeb Burton's dropped to 7th after running well early. Gibbs has the pace. Allmendinger's got the pace. Cindric looks good out front. I like where Harrison Burton's at. He was fast early in the run, kind of faded, but at least he's still second. And he's got a 2-second gap over third. So Harrison's pretty comfortable right now.
Well, yeah, results-wise, maybe just like Darlington, but he actually said, when he first came here years ago, he liked this place, and he had some very solid runs. And he said in the Xfinity Series, I think I'm enjoying this sort of racetrack being at Richmond. And obviously, last week we talked about how he didn't like Darlington, had a great.
How many messages is this idiot going to send me without me responding? And Josh Berry passed Dale Jr. because we can't get around fucking Josh Williams.
He said that actually right now he's just very much in tune with that car needs. He's been the fastest car on the racetrack, and I think that's why Ty Gibbs is maybe turning those times. He's watching that 16 thinking, I gotta keep up with that.
Ty Gibbs, 4th place, past Noah. Noah, who got lucky last week and will probably never get that lucky again.
Just got everything under the sun for this race based on some of their other short track races this year. But crew chief Dave Rogers made an interesting point talking earlier. He said there's a lot of speed getting around this racetrack in the pedals, how you operate the pedals. Daniel's nickname used to be Hot Shoe for a reason, Dave said. He said he can manipulate racetrack well too.
Cameron right now running in the 8th spot, and Dylan, you bring up a great point. You know, he's had so much success. Actually, 9 times in his career, he's
Richmond in recent years has not been a favorite racetrack of mine.
4 times that went on to win in the Xfinity Series.
And you really just never know what you're going to get here.
That guy should have figured it out sooner.
It's not quite the Richmond it was from the 90s through the mid-2000s before the COT came in and fucking ruined it.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. There's nothing easy about this. And, you know, when you were racing
Allgaier
against
to the outside of
Sam
Noah for
Hardy,
5th,
Tommy Houston, and
going to
I could
turn
go
1.
on, Tommy Ellis.
Noah's
Think
car
about
looked a
all
little
these great
unstable
drivers,
getting into
and
1.
Invariably, one of them was just a little
We
bit
know
better.
Allgaier's going to be a force today. This is like the perfect racetrack for him.
Allgaier go past his teammate in the 9 by using the top of the racetrack. You and I have had this conversation in the day, DJ. We haven't seen a lot of cars venture off the bottom, but as tires wear, it wouldn't shock me if the groove widens out a little.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about racing here in the day because it's
Josh Berry can't get around this fucking... What the fuck is up with this Josh Williams? Like, how come we can't pass him? Hell, Josh Berry can't pass him. Dale Jr. can't pass him.
you could make it work later on.
Junior's passing Josh Berry again.
Dale Jr. to the inside of the 31 of Josh Berry. Well, this was excellent turn.
Same goddamn thing for Josh Berry.
Kind of a replay of
Kind of got jacked up off of 2 by Dale Jr. That's that old Dale Jr. get the run off the corner and just don't lift no matter what.
consistently running one lane up. He says, you know what? You can have the bottom. And Dale Jr. shows how difficult that is. You can drive inside to his door, but try to get that power down on quarter exit on the low lane, very difficult.
Junior driving with the hands close together in the corner, Mark Martin style.
Or you'd be
Noah didn't earn that win. He only won it because Denny Hamlin got penalized on pit road. He didn't fucking just drive up there and take that. He was not going to win until Hamlin's pit crew got that penalty.
Hands out. Oh, caution's out. There he goes. Competition yellow.
competition caution has come out. They'll check the tires, and right now
Josh
Dale
Williams is
Jr.
pissed at Dale Jr.
I think he's having a blast.
Josh Williams are going, hey, we were having a little fun out here, right, guys?
He probably liking it much.
I'm having fun, and I don't think he's liking it much. That's classic.
Yeah, he hit the quarter panel of 92 twice because this slow fucker won't get out of the damn way.
I don't care if he's a hero or not. Like, keep jacking me up, dude. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, you got plenty of room. Use it.
I'll make a note to tell Dale Jr. he was not enjoying it. Make a note.
Just a mental note there, didn't like the racing that was going on. So, yeah, we hear both sides of the story. That's the great thing about being able to listen in on the radios.
So, listen, I've obviously known Dale Jr. race with him for a long time, and it's...
Yeah, I got your hero right here, Josh Williams, you fucking bum.
In a race car. He always had fun driving, but DJ, when you're a full-time guy...
Racing with Dale Jr. is the highlight of your fucking career, Josh Williams. Why don't you show a little fucking gratitude? Because once he gets in front of you here, you'll never see him again. Fucking bum ass.
Go past pit road, maybe a taker or two.
I don't care if he thinks he's a hero or not. Who the fuck are you? I mean, you're fucking slow. You're holding up 2 of the best drivers in the field, and you're mad about it because you're a fucking slow fuck who's getting run over. Fucking bum. Like I said, when Junior gets in front of him, you won't see him again. I promise you that. If I was Junior, I'd have probably already knocked his ass out of the way. I know Junior's run into him a couple times. I'd have fucking moved his ass. Being that damn slow getting in the way. Found a way my internet's faster than it was now. Really happy to see Josh Berry and Dale Jr. racing each other, but can that bum-ass Josh Williams get the fuck out of the way? Fucking bum. That is what he is. Never seen somebody fucking race so hard for nothing.
Parker, what they decide.
Karen, nobody was more irritated than me about Hamlin winning Sunday. Yes, it should have been Truex. But Noah didn't earn shit Saturday. Noah literally walked into that fucking win. Denny had to race harder than fucking Noah did to win. But yeah, Truex should have won Darlington. His pit crew gave it away.
That battery, seeing if they can fix this electrical issue, guys.
Yeah, so the batteries are basically right in front of the left rear tire. The issue is, you know, a week ago or a couple weeks ago at Daytona, we saw Austin Dillon have an issue, but he knew the power was dying over time, and it was a scheduled battery change. The concern for the 10 of Jeff Burton is it just quit. So a battery doesn't go from charge to dead overnight.
Does Josh Williams even count as a full-time driver? I mean, come on. He's here every week, but come on, does he really count?
That tells me, I don't think they changed the battery. I believe something came loose. You saw
And yeah,
the
Jeff
spacer
Burton's
so
having
many
battery
batteries.
trouble.
They aren't connected with cables like they are at home with 2 bolts or nuts holding it on. They're like pins, and the battery pushes on it. Well, unfortunately, that means it has to be spaced in there correctly. Looks like something might have shook loose, and it killed the 10, which I think they lost a couple laps.
All right, let's listen in Dale Jr.'s radio.
Are you around that 92 spotter? I can find him. All right, he just went off. I don't remember where the corners of the car are. So I hit him off turn 2 twice. So it's by mistake.
Okay. All right, so olive leaf. You know, what did you think?
I'm about to run straight through that fucking 92 car if you don't get the fuck out of my damn way.
This is the best thing ever. This gave me so much ammunition. I'm going to be able to make fun of him all the way to the end of the year at this rate. This is great. No, it's fun to see him in there. And so, come on, do you buy that or not? Said he's trying to find with 10 inches.
Guy's tougher though.
You got to do a little 10 inches.
Guy's tougher though.
You got to do a little feel.
Yeah.
Well, the car does look good, and Dale Jr. is sporting a special Unilever United for America paint scheme to remember and honor those lost in the 9/11 attack.
And Karen, unfortunately, I think Denny's going to win again today.
Representing the Twin Towers.
I think Denny goes back-to-back.
93 Memorial Site.
I think a Toyota wins, but I really think Denny wins it.
So the lower rear quarter panel, as you see there.
I just hope for a watchable Richmond race, which is asking an awful lot these days.
Unilever do a great job with that paint scheme.
And I can't tell you, you talk about that, we joke about it, but it is very, very difficult to know that when you haven't been competing and understanding that.
And of course,
Cindric, Harrison Burton, Allmendinger, and Allgaier.
We'll see how that goes.
Great launch on the bottom for Cindric. And Allmendinger's going to take him into the corner on the inside.
16 of AJ
AJ got a great restart.
for the lead.
3 wide for the lead. Nope, Harrison drops back a little bit. Cindric gets a good run off. He still can't clear Allmendinger down the back.
And now it literally is
Here
on
comes
the
Ty
racetrack.
Gibbs.
Look at Ty Gibbs throwing
Ooh,
himself.
Allmendinger and Cindric coming together there. Not a lot of room being given.
Win this year in the 20.
Cindric gets a nice run to lead the lap.
Justin
Look at the run Allgaier had off the corner for 4th.
Races a year ago here at back-to-back races. He won both of them.
Allmendinger,
Justin's got good
damn.
speed on the outside. That's
You're going to have to run the outside here to make passes.
able to make some
Damn,
passes.
Ty Gibbs just tried to throw a mean block on Noah, and Noah just forced it in there. Ty had to relent and give him room at the last second. I thought they were going to come together. Oh, I wish they would have.
All the way to the bottom of the racetrack. Definitely did not have the angle.
Allmendinger really pressuring Cindric for this lead.
3 rows of
Noah can race a little different now that he's got that win, you know. He doesn't
I want to see Noah and Ty get so mad at each other.
go at it hard.
On the Toyota onboard here of John Hunter Nemechek, and we see him working his way up front.
Hey, Dale Jr. passed that fucking bum Josh Williams, and he'll never have to see him again, except for when he's lapping him later.
They're having a great year.
Allmendinger
Great year. This battle continues up front here.
driving way harder in the corner than Cindric is. He's going to try to slide it. Wow!
It's always going to be the
Drove it hard in the corner and got back in the gas in the center and took the lead.
corner. Looks like AJ has that right
That was a
now.
nice move by AJ.
Don't tell the 7 about the bottom of the racetrack.
We have a new leader.
He's gonna roll
And the regular season points battle. And here comes Allgaier around the outside of Cindric.
For second, and Allgaier trying to take it away. Lost at Cindric. You see the regular season standings.
I knew the Xfinity race probably the best race of the week.
Top 2, and that's very
Daytime and all that.
Playoff points at the end of the season. 15 playoff points for the winner of the regular season. Second place, 10 playoff points. Dylan.
Rick, it's interesting. You watch the 7, Justin Allgaier just move to the
Oh,
outside.
Harrison Burton and Cindric got really close together off of 4.
Under that yellow said, I can't load the right front enough. to get the car to turn, but it looked like it turned pretty good there as he moved up the racetrack and let the banking kind of carry it through the corner. But he's so good here.
I don't know what that move Ty Gibbs just pulled in the middle of two, but it didn't work out.
Is absolutely the difference maker here. He said, I can get the car just close, not even perfect, but close, and he can adapt and make it go forward.
Now he's going to make it work. He's going to pass Cindric. Battle for second as Allmendinger drives away. Allmendinger's got a second lead now.
The 7 and the 20 were without their crew chief a week ago. They were both out of COVID protocol, both back in the garage today. Going to be good for both those drivers to have more familiar voices on the radio. But he mentions,
You know what sucks about Dale Jr. having to start 30th is that he's had to drive a lot harder to make these passes and get the track position
I'm not sure how that's going to work. Not so well.
and burn up his tires. Dale Jr. is usually exceptional at saving tires. He just got taken 3 wide between Alex LeBay and whoever the fuck's in the 99.
Tires just cycled.
Yeah, you can't really save tires when you're back here scratching and clawing to try to gain the track position. So I think Junior's going to be hanging on here with 25 to go in stage 1.
22 being the leader before that caution for all
At least he'll never have to deal with Josh Williams ever again.
Too hard because he had opened up a little distance over Harrison Burton, who was running second. So was his car that good? And it felt sometimes it just feels so good. You don't feel like you're abusing it, but you're actually.
Hey God, look at this fucking pack here. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth.
But you can see the 7 cars having some difficulty now on that high side.
He isn't on the bottom of your screen. That 99, that's Sam Mayer.
We got Junior Cam and we got a fucking 6-car battle for second.
The second half, Sam Mayer will drive for Junior Motorsports today, though, in the 99.
Junior trying to go by him on the outside, but again, on the top of the screen, what a battle going on up here.
Just a
All right, 3 wide. Tommy Joe, Haley, and Hemrick.
Tommy Joe Martins with a big move
Fresh
around.
tires right on that 44. It's got to be. Yeah, Tommy Joe and the 26. I know Tommy Joe Martins has fresh tires.
Well, he is plus almost 20 since the restart, 24 positions.
Yeah, Sam Mayer in the 99. Okay, I didn't even know who was in the 99 today.
Opted to not put tires on because they want this advantage in the final stage. But Parker, Tommy Joe Martin's looking for some good run in this stage. These fresh tires working.
We've seen him do this before at some of these tracks where there's, tire decisions being
These
made. Where out of time we-
B-level cars on fresh tires are wreaking havoc right now.
Exactly what we're doing. Talk about him, put some of his sponsors on.
John Hunter and Tommy Joe Martins.
Get to the front of the field and see if they can parlay that into a great finish and especially some stage points for this 44 team. So great to see him using once again those newer tires driving the field. We'll see how high he can get.
Well, you mentioned his partners. He's behind the wheel of the Alpha Prime Chevrolet. Good looking car. I like the paint scheme on it, and I think he's got a chance to win this stage. 22 to go inside the top 5.
The tires are working. Tommy Joe Martin's making his way.
Are we going to see a stage winner? Tommy Joe Martins, 20 to go. Allmendinger, Harrison Burton, Cindric, Tommy Joe, Ty Gibbs. Yeah, I like Tommy Joe Martins. He's a real smart ass. That's why I like him. He doesn't talk as much shit on social media like he used to. I think he learned he finally should probably shut up until it's necessary to say something. But his Twitter account's always been fun to follow. That's how he won me over. And I think he does a lot with a little. Has really bad luck, though. If there's a problem on the racetrack, Tommy Joe Martins is going to be an innocent bystander who gets taken out or affected by it, usually. I'm not used to seeing this 26 car run good. I know they've got fresher tires and they've got John Hunter and Nemechek driving it, but yeah, I'm just not used to seeing that 26 car mix it up with JRM and Colleague. Where's Annette going to drive next year? Probably fucking Colleague. I don't know. Maybe Colleague just because Jeb Burton's not going to be back and they're going to need one guy to bring in outside sponsorship. And Michael Annette's got some damage on the left front. And the letters rubbed off. Ooh, Cindric putting the bumper to Harrison Burton. No patience there in that 22 car right now. Sees that 54 coming. I know at first they had to be confused when the 44 drove up on them and passed them all with ease. I sat there and thought for a second maybe they should have put tires on Junior's car, but it's better to save. They think they're going to be competitive later for a top 5 or maybe a win later in the race, so it's going to be good to have the extra tires.
access to NASCAR Scanner for only $4.99 for the playoffs.
I think Yaley put tires on too. If you see anybody running good, just assume they put tires on.
NASCAR.com/scanner to start your subscription today. You're watching the NASCAR Xfinity Series Go Bowling 250. 14 laps to go in stage 1. A.J. Allmendinger out in front right now. Tommy Joe Martins has moved all the way
Tommy Joe Martins on 37-lap fresher tires.
for Tommy Joe.
Yaley and Spencer Boyd on fresh tires as well.
Might not even be a battle all the way to 5 to go or something. He is so much faster right now. He's doing a great job of maneuvering here. Yeah, he's dealt with some lap traffic and still running way faster.
Going for broke today with the 44.
By doing this.
Well, so he's giving up that extra set of tires in the final stage. So he'll put brand new tires on at the end of this stage, brand new tires. Oh, they can run 100 laps, so everybody will be equal up. If a caution, though, he's going to be kind of upside down. But I think, you know, your guys to energize your partners, to energize your driver. Dan Stillman brings this car in, throws some tires on it, and says, you know what? We have a feeling we know where we're going to end up, plus or minus 5 spots if everything goes as planned. Let's go up there and prove to ourselves how we could run. Let him see the leader. Get ready to let him pass the leader.
Yeah, John Hunter has fresh tires.
You were pointing out for sponsors, but from a driver's standpoint, to be able to do this right now, I don't care if you know that you've got better tires. He's doing the job on the racetrack, and you have to, you know, this is steps that you have to make. Let's win a stage first. He's never done that. So go get this opportunity and get the job done.
We'll see if it stays green for the next 10 laps as they're coming up.
10 to go. Tommy Joe's totally going to win this stage. He's right there with AJ with 10 to go.
Preview for everyone on pit road and every crew chief, that final 100 laps.
God, can we pit and get some fucking tires?
Caution filled. What caution do you pit on? Because if you pit too early and someone holds that set of tires for 20 laps and gets another yellow, this is what they're going to look like versus the rest of the field.
And that's where that gambling comes in as far as the crew chief. You've got to figure out, okay, is this the time when we want to come in?
Well, you think about the playoff picture. Tommy Joe Martins is below, right? So I know this is a stage win, but look at other drivers, maybe the 39 of Ryan C. I believe he has pace enough if they got the gamble right. Do I think he can drive up and win with the car we've seen today? I don't. But if they get the gamble right and put the tires on at the right time, I think with better tires he can.
The other thing that comes into factor here is A.J. Allmendinger's not going to lay over. A.J. Allmendinger's running for a regular season championship. Every position matters for him.
8 to go.
Right now, as we mentioned it was 2 points.
Tommy Joe gets even closer now. They've navigated this traffic, and Tommy Joe's right to the bumper.
He might try to hold him off. I don't know if these tires are going to be able to do it, though.
What's up with Justin Allgaier? Justin Allgaier's 19th.
For AJ, if he's able to hold the lead right here. And now Tommy Joe's going to have a little more of a problem because he's run these tires really hard at this point, now trying to get to the inside and make a pass.
And the last thing
If AJ's able to hold him off for this with the tire disadvantage, he's really Superman.
But you don't want to make the highlight reel, but making contact with someone like A.J. Allmendinger, who is racing for that regular season championship.
Oh boy, look at this run off a 2 by Tommy
That
Joe.
was a good move there. He did an outstanding job of
No, them old tires, AJ's car, probably the back end wants to come around just a little bit more than the 44. AJ still beats him to the line, 6 to go.
Just couldn't get the power down.
No, he couldn't. And he was spinning the tires almost all the way to the start-finish line right there.
Yeah, I think at this point.
Into 2 again. What kind of run does Tommy Joe get this time? I think he's going to get it.
Tommy Joe needs to take that
Nope, can't get clear.
kind of a little diamond, just a couple feet.
You gotta do it right.
Pinch him down, AJ. Pinch him down. Don't give it up. Don't give it up. Ah, Tommy Joe got it. 5 to go.
New leader, 44. That's right. Tommy Joe Martin.
Well, that's something you don't see every day.
Fifth earlier this year at Darlington, back in May, the Darlington win. So Tommy Joe Martin's out front, under 5 laps to go, looking for his first ever stage win.
Well, we have Tommy Joe Martin leading this race, but on the same strategy in the 5th position, the 17 of J.J. Yaley also put on that set of tires.
I'd love to see Riley Herbst just eat the fucking wall today, wouldn't you? So Michael Annette can get that points gap down before Bristol next week.
That's a recognizable 17. It looks like I'm going back like the Matt Kenseth days.
Ooh, Tommy Joe running up on a lap car. Landon Castle
28 positions.
put the bumper to Landon and get him out of the way.
Get there on the exit of turn 2. I got places to be.
Coming up
I can't believe he hasn't completely driven away from AJ with these tires. Ooh, Tommy got loose off of 4. A little loose.
And again, now it's Allmendinger.
And look at AJ packing that thing into the corner.
Third, but look at this.
Tommy Joe got loose off a 4 and it opened up the door for AJ. Oh. 44 sideways again off of 2. Damn. Now Tommy Joe's got to pin down AJ. Can't believe this battle we're seeing. 2 to go. He was able to pinch AJ down there and get a better run off of 4. Didn't get loose that time. AJ still getting down into 1 a little better. Now AJ's taking a different approach. He's trying to get right to the left rear and take the air off the 44, and he couldn't quite do it. Lap traffic ahead, 1 to go.
It's not going to be easy. Yeah, this could be critical right here. The final lap.
Down into 1 again. The lap traffic's all on the bottom here.
Powers away down the backstretch.
Ooh, they cut up in front. Oh, the 66 moves over.
3 and 4 for the final time in stage 1.
Oh, 66 runs 44 wide. That opens up the door for AJ. Who's going to win it? Nice.
What a run by AJ Allmendinger.
The 66 held up the 44 and it opened up the door just enough for AJ, who had clear racetrack on the bottom, to clear to the line. He didn't clear, but he got ahead of him at the line. Wow.
Best career stage.
And Tommy Joe finished second in the stage. I was cheering for AJ because I want AJ to win the regular season points.
But it was just that close. A couple feet separated the two.
I'm going to restart my NBC app now. It's acting funny. There was a stage battle for you. A very bizarre one. I didn't think I'd wake up today and see that battle for a stage win. That was cool. We haven't really gained any new subscribers lately. Been getting views, but haven't gained any new subs lately. I don't think. It stayed at like 730 something. Everybody quick, go make a bunch of new accounts so I can stream from Bristol before and after the race. If there's signal there. I've never been to Bristol, so I don't even know how the signal is there. And I think Cameron told me he's been once. He said, yeah, there's no fucking signal in there. Props to AJ Allmendinger. Never gave up there. And his car was looser on entry because of the tire wear, but you really couldn't tell that AJ was on worse tires than Tommy Joe, other than the fact that you're seeing him race Tommy Joe Martins. I mean, then you would know there's a tire disadvantage. But AJ made that look pretty easy. A lot of NASCAR people think it's funny that a lapped car screwed up a guy that's usually a lapped car. Oh, I'm overwhelmed by the irony. Overwhelmed by the irony. God, my NBC app is so fucking behind today. It's getting worse every week. Now that Tommy Joe's going to be back on equal tires, he'll go right back to where he usually runs.
One of the net, and JJ Yaley gets in the left rear. The one comes over.
That field come down pit road from the 22 of Austin Cindric, just tight in the center, lacking drive off that 22 car as we saw him fall back there in the mid portion of that stage.
Hey Jerry, thanks for subbing. I assume if people are going to come hang out every week, they probably sub. Oh, AJ Allmendinger slid through his pit box. Ironically, got blocked in by the 44. So that's going to cost AJ the lead here. Tommy Joe had a terrible pit stop, but I mean, I imagine he doesn't have the best pit crew. Cindric wins the race off pit road. Hemrick second. Harrison Burton third. Noah Gregson fourth. Ty Gibbs fifth. Big gainers there. AJ loses 5 spots. JJ Ailey only lost 4. He finished that stage in 5th. He only dropped to 9th. The tires were really making JJ Ailey look like he knew what he was doing for the first time in his career. I know I was cheering for AJ, but it would have been cool to hear. And the stage win goes to Tommy Joe Martins. Something I never thought I'd hear. Not even at a super speedway. Much less a place like Richmond. Who the fuck is... I don't know you. So, the 66 spotter said they thought it was funny that they did that to Tommy Joe just now. He said Tommy Joe spotter went and asked the 66 spotter what the hell, and he said the 66 spotter just laughed at him. He said he thought it was really funny. It's like, wow. Man, David Starr is really good at getting in the fucking way. I'm glad his spotter thinks it's so fucking funny, though. That's an ass. Boy, NASCAR racing has changed, hasn't it? Junior, I just read on Twitter, Junior commented on his radio. He said, I wish I was doing better for y'all. Damn, these guys are aggressive back here. And it's like, yeah, NASCAR racing has changed so much. Everybody races like a twat all fucking race long, even when there's nothing to race for. Especially at this point in the race and for people in the back like that. Tomorrow night, Bears-Rams in the lamest fucking primetime game of the week, because I'm pretty sure the Bears are going to get run off the field. I like the Rams. Old Stat Padford finally on a good team.
He overperformed. My son has him in a fantasy league, and who's projected to get like 19 points or something. He got like 23 points in fantasy, and everybody's going, "Wow!"
Fair to say though, DJ, almost Dak Prescott more impressive.
Yeah, he was
coming back.
Great game.
That was such a fucking amazing game Thursday night. So Ohio State versus Oregon's been crazy.
Plummeted to 23rd at the end of that stage. Take a listen to what they're battling behind the wheel of that 7 car.
So I got some concerns about Junior Motorsports here. Noah Gregson faded at the end of that last run. Allgaier dropped to 23rd. And Michael Annette's not running worth the ship. That's nothing new. And Junior's struggling a little bit. So did Junior Motorsports just completely miss today on all the cars? Because Allgaier and Gregson looked fast early in a run. And then they just faded. Allgaier especially. I'll take the Rams to win tomorrow. And Michael, that's going to be one of my 10 bets of the week. Michael, are we doing just pick'ems, or is it covering spreads and all that? Because if it's spreads, that would change my thinking. But if I just was picking the game, I'd say give me Rams over Bears for sure. Andy, because Andy, the law of averages, Dalton is not going to go to L.A. and deal with Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. He's just a sacrificial lamb to save Justin Fields a beating this week. Green flag, stage 2, Cindric, Hemrick, Gregson, Harrison, Burton. Gibbs immediately goes 3 wide under Noah and Harrison. Ugh. Has to force his way in there. Him and Noah have been really driving in on each other and not giving a lot of room. Damn, Hemrick's going to get the lead here around the outside of Cindric. He switched up lines into 3, and damn, Hemrick takes the lead. Cindric's car's not firing off good. That's 2 runs in a row. After restarts, he starts up front and gets passed for the lead. Oh, and Tommy Joe just got spun out. I don't know what happened there.
Great run in the first stage, spins.
Now he's really going to have a tire set.
Dale Jr.'s up to 14th according to the ticker at the side of the screen.
He is. He
In
is.
a lot of different ways.
So the caution has come out. He's running in the 15th position. So Hemrick started on the outside. Cindric was on the inside for that.
I knew Jr. would gain spots on pit road.
What happened with Tommy Joe Martins here?
And Tommy Joe got spun by the 90. They were 3 wide, Haley and the 90.
Spencer Boyd got inside.
Tommy Joe got spun. Didn't really hit anything. Cost him a set of tires, though. Another set of tires. So, yeah, Tommy Joe's whole fucking day's ruined. They flew too close to the sun today, but I admire the call they made earlier. I think it might be a wing day, guys. I'm sitting here thinking I want some wings later. Maybe. Wonder if Dylan will want to order food. Dylan, are you watching? Because, Dylan, if you're in the chat and haven't said anything, I think today should be a wing day. Why did they fucking Bears Rams is such a lame ass fucking game. That is a lame game. Even though the Rams are good, nobody cares about the Rams. The Bears suck. Nobody's gonna fucking want to watch them outside the area of Chicago. Why the fuck are we watching Bears Rams? We couldn't get a better opening game for Sunday night. I don't understand. Some things I'll just never understand. Like Will Smith said, parents just don't understand. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but God damn it, Will Smith, you're right. And Will Smith also said, fuck Jared Leto, which is something I can really get behind. Because that first Suicide Squad movie is weird.
Bowlers of all ages. Learn more and see how you can receive your very own bowling ball. Visit gobowling.com. And make sure to tune in Mondays and Wednesdays on Peacock for NASCAR America Motor Mouth streaming live. I think you guys are on Monday, right? We are. We got
Trying to get my fucking app caught up.
Monday. Stage 1, he'll be with Jeff Burton. Again, all you have to do is Stage 1, he'll be with Jeff Burton. .com, and you can call in.
Exactly. That's the whole fun of the show. So you see the dinger right here. If you want to call and ask him a question, perhaps harass him.
Talk to him about his battle with Tommy Joe Martin.
Yeah, I love that.
Is he going to thank the 66 for the battle with Tommy Joe Martins?
Green once again with Storm Parker.
Well, guys, in 6th place right now. What a great run for John Hunter Nemechek, specifically Sam Hunt racing that 26 Toyota Supra there.
Is that a Supra?
Sam Hunt, he said, you know, really, with John Hunter in the car, if we can just be in the top 12, that would be an awesome run for this organization. Right now, find themselves just outside the top 5. He'll do a couple more races in that car later this year.
And Parker, quick shout out to Ryan Sieg running in 11th right now. After last year's success making the playoffs, it's really been a disappointing year for these guys, but in position to maybe make a good day out of it here. They run just outside the top 10 right now. They've got the track position. Now they're just going to have to figure a way to keep it here over the course of the race.
DJ, a little surprised that Hemrick chose the bottom. He took the lead from the top. I thought he would have took the top for the restart here to try to accelerate and lead down to turn 1. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we're
All right.
on the start of stage 2.
Stage 2.
This might just be a test to see for later in the race.
Look at Hemrick. Hemrick looked like he was like in the door of the 22 on that restart. Noah 3 wide for the lead. I think Cindric's going to come out of this with the lead. I'd be shocked if he didn't. Hemrick noses ahead down the back, but Cindric's got the run off the top. Just hang on that quarter panel. No, he can't get the lead. Hemrick gets away with it on the bottom. Good driving there, Hemrick. These restarts are wild. We have Sam Mayer in the top 10. Is that Junior 3 wide back there? It sure is.
John Hunter really is doing a great job. We forget sometimes when it goes back to the truck.
Junior and Ryan Sieg's cars look too similar from far away. But that was definitely Junior that was 3 wide.
In this Xfinity Series. Actually has some really good runs in the Cup Series. Now back to the trucks and having an outstanding year. I think he's already moved into the next round with points. So looking to win that championship.
Hemrick, Cindric, Gibbs, and Nemechek.
Just his second start in the Xfinity Series in 2021. Obviously spending all his focus and time on the Truck Series this year. As Hemrick is out in front, Cindric has moved up to second, and Ty Gibbs now is going to be fighting him for that spot.
You mentioned Ty Gibbs in the 54.
Dale Jr. 11th. I think Junior's got it figured out now. He just needed to get that track position on pit road and get out of those shitbox cars and get to where he can actually race and not have to pedal it to avoid running anybody over.
This 54 changes direction wonderfully.
Yeah, and we've seen others whenever they got right up behind somebody lose the nose. We saw
Ty Gibbs, second place.
He would just lose the nose, but not this 54 car. And this young man just understands so much about what he needs to do. Seldom do you see him overdrive the car. It's just so impressive to watch him.
And that middle corner speed I talked about helps him unwind the wheel. So think about this. If the wheel turn left and you get on the gas, it almost wants to push through those front tires. So then the back spins. If you could straighten that wheel, Dylan, and pick up the gas nice and slow, it actually gives the car a better drive off as well.
It absolutely does. You know, and talking just kind of about
This racetrack is very Toyota friendly for whatever reason.
He's like, I'm scared to kind of tell him to do things
And Ty Gibbs going to have this lead before long.
And he's not scared to try things, and he figures out a way to make it work. So it's kind of been a learning experience for everybody this year, too, as far as the limits of the cars, how much they can push them. And sometimes what Ty doesn't know hasn't hurt him this
Just trying to get that nose in there and get Hemrick up off that bottom. It's harder to pass on the bottom. That's why I was really impressed how Hemrick kept the lead on the bottom, but he just lost the lead to Ty Gibbs, who makes the pass on the bottom of turn 4.
Has factored in whatsoever. The lack of it, and now he's getting more experience behind the wheel of these cars at so many different tracks. You can just see him progressing as the driver. It's just so impressive to watch. You see drivers like this come along.
Whoa, Nemechek really loose. Thought we were cutting to a wreck right there. He was so sideways.
Moving towards the Cup Series in the very near future.
Junior going for a top 10 spot now.
I'm enjoying myself. I wish I was, doing better for y'all, but Chris is back here. I'd like to race.
And Dale Earnhardt Jr. has entered the top 10. He just passed Ryan Sieg for 10th. Now we're in the ball game.
Crazy to say that the guy that has over, 16,000 laps here at Richmond is affected most by no practice, but I really think that's the case. I think these other guys have driven these cars.
Well, you've got half the race to get practice, and then you'll have stage 3 to race. So we're in the top 10. We're getting there.
So I think that first stage, you saw him trying to figure out what his car
Going around the outside of old terrible Herbst. Be careful there, Junior. You're racing with idiots. Sam Mayer, Riley Herbst. I think Mayer's got talent, but I also think he's a fucking idiot. And Gibbs or Herbst just ran Junior really. I thought Herbst was going to put Junior in the wall off of 4. He ran him so fucking wide there.
He's got a little damage on the right front of that car for those couple of contacts. You wonder if that's hurting it right in the center a little bit.
So let's watch Dale Jr.
Yeah, the right front fender is crinkled in on Junior's car
So he has done it right there. It's moved
from
over.
dumbass Josh Williams.
He's going to take his right hand off, place it over to the right side of the steering wheel. And he's actually just going to put it back. So he doesn't move it on the front stretch. But watch
Junior looking to the outside of Herbst again. Now he tucks it in behind him on the bottom. I think Junior's better than these 3 cars in front of him, but you know how hard it is to pass here.
There you go. Now he gets
Modern Richmond, hard to pass.
He moves it back over.
Goes,
I asked him, like, do we
I'll
do
just
one
commit to that
stand-up
outside.
Could you move your right hand? He's like, no, I don't. I'm like, yes, you do. He's like, no, I don't think I do. And then he rode about 5 laps. He goes, you're absolutely right. I do. Like, he's done it for so long. He doesn't even know he moved his right hand over and drives a different way. It's kind of fascinating.
Oh, yeah. Well, and he was the one who pointed out Kevin Harvick. He said, Kevin Harvick takes his right hand off the steering wheel a lot of times on the straightaways. We're like, well, you do that too. He goes, no, I don't. You're right. Yes, you do. You do that as well. He goes, I do? I didn't even notice. So he has made it into the top 10.
Happy to be in the top 10 now.
Earlier,
Maybe we can get to that top 5 by the end of the race.
So Dale Jr. up into the top 10, but
And see what happens. Gibbs, Hemrick, Cindric, Gregson, Allmendinger. This race should have started earlier. I'm hoping when I go to Talladega in the spring, because we're only going to the Cup race, I hope the Xfinity race gets rained out and put to like early Sunday morning or whatever, or just before the afternoon, so I can go to 2 races. Because they'll let you into the... When the Xfinity race gets put to the same day as the Cup race, they just let everybody come in, so that'd be awesome. So next year, I will be hoping for a rain-delayed Xfinity race at Talladega so I can go to it. Yeah, Eric Easton just pointed out, man, did you guys see Riley Herbst almost junked Dale Jr. right there? Yeah, I saw that too. Another fucking bozo. But unfortunately, this bozo's got one of the best cars in the field, so... NASCAR is taking the 44 of Tommy Joe Martin's tires to inspect. They thought they were cheating. They were inspecting Tommy Joe Martin's tires that came off his car after stage 1. That's fucking funny, dude. It's like, there's no way, even with a tire advantage, Tommy Joe Martin's is running up here. You guys are doing something. Tommy Joe should, like, frame that tweet and hang it in the shop or something. Yeah, Mayer won the truck race at Bristol last year, if I'm not mistaken. Dale Jr. passed Riley Herbst, thank God. One less wreck to worry about. We still got to deal with wreck magnets Sam Mayer and John Hunter Nemechek.
Looks like there's so much room there, but once again, round the bottom, because this turn flattens out so quick that if you don't give yourself some room, you find yourself flattening the right side on the exit of that corner. Tough racetrack to drive, even more so when you're trying to make a pass.
It almost seems like...
Ooh, Junior's car right behind John Hunter looks unstable off of 4. Herbst is rolling back up to Junior because I saw Junior's car wobbling there. Now Tommy Joe's car does the same thing when he gets close to Junior. Dirty air. It's low downforce, but you still get a dirty air effect with these cars. It's just not as extreme as the high downforce package you see in Cup. Richard, I don't say fuck that fucking much. The fuck are you talking about? I'm a highly intelligent individual, so of course I say the F word a lot. I thought this was America. I got freedom of speech. I'd leave John Hunter alone, but I remember his season in Cup last year. But luckily, Anthony Alfredo's outdoing him this year as far as looking stupid in the 38 car. So I can leave him alone a little bit. He gets a little bit of a break.
Looks like he's going to be able to do that. AJ, he wasn't factoring in when he made that pass to win that first stage as to what might happen on pit road whatsoever. So I think he'll take that playoff point, especially now that he's got himself back up in third.
Please don't do any drinking games to me saying the same thing over and over because, like he said, there's a race later tonight, and I don't want you to get alcohol poisoning on account of me.
We talked about how nice that Darlington win was, but just felt like they built a lot of momentum before that. Had top fives and quite a few races moving up to today, and top 10s here in 4 out of 5 Richmond races for Noah. So this is a place where he really gets around it well. They're really far down on the playoff points, though, so adding that win was big just for the momentum, but also for their point scenario. They feel really good about that, feel much better about it now. They got that win in their back pocket, too, Parker.
Right, Dylan. You know what's great about coming to some of these tracks where they're really wore out and the tires fall off? It seems as far
I was hoping so bad Michael Annett would win a race this year before Noah.
That's exactly what's happening here for Alex Sabay, just outside the top 10, that 36 car. Coming off a top 10 at Darlington where he finished 10th. What's some great runs for Alex Sabay in this small
Junior tends to show up in these one-off races now and outperform his own cars. Noah's 5th, Junior's not, but he's outrunning Allgaier and Michael Annett, so he's been pretty consistent about that.
Seems like as his experience level at these low grip ovals continues to rise, he kind of moves up through the field a little bit.
Plus, because when you get on the short track and you have to manage.
Yeah, if anybody wants to join Earl's College Football Pick'em League, talk to him.
Your time on the road course, on the exit the majority of the time. Same thing here. So he can take what he has and what he knows from the road course.
I don't watch enough college football to even really be able to form an opinion. Dale Jr. got passed by Hurst. He just waved the 39 by. So I don't know what's going on with Junior's car now. He's opened up the floodgates, though, because now here comes Haley and Alex LeBay as well trying to get around him. I think Junior was holding up the 98 and the 39.
I wasn't exaggerating either when I told you Dale Jr.
Settle back in.
Green flag today at 16,155 laps between Xfinity and Cutter. 16,000 laps in one piece.
Oh, boy.
That's unbelievable.
This race has been pretty uneventful. Allmendinger passes Cindric for second. I love the way Allmendinger's car looks on corner entry on the bottom. He can just send that thing a little deeper than everybody out here. That's what it looks like to me. That could be the difference in the race right there. Hemrick and Allmendinger on the bottom. Better than anybody.
Put a few points between the two of them before they go off to Bristol next weekend.
Another driver we talked about having an issue was the 7th.
Oh, man.
And I was just kind of going through our time in scoring.
I admit I'm bored. This ain't that much of an exciting race. My mind's already with the NFL games tomorrow. And probably the Cup race later, too. But really, the NFL stuff tomorrow. My mind's already, like, I'm trying to watch football, but I'm watching a race.
Something way different than last year wouldn't really be a big shocker to anybody, but when you win both races in a year, which is what he did last year, I want it to be just like last year. So
is it me or does this track not rubber in worth a damn? Like, look at how light the racetrack is. We've run a half of the race. We're like 124 laps in, and I see no color really on the track. Like, this place does not seem to want to rubber in worth a damn. You see it a little bit, but it doesn't look like a lot of other racetracks. I think that's a problem. This place doesn't rubber in that well. It almost looks like it's a concrete track with the way it's rubbering in. It almost looks like Martinsville when they had that really hard tire on the high downforce package at Martinsville. How they had to go super conservative on the tire and the damn place wouldn't rubber in.
Makes their progression even better. And Brandon Brown, we talked to him extensively a year ago when he was fighting to get in.
Well, Richard, I'm sorry I won't be able to get you drunk next Saturday night because, like I said, I'm going to Bristol. But I can get you drunk Friday night during the Xfinity race.
His dad sits there in Northern Virginia now watching the races. Said he likes to watch them on TV better now because he sees more things really into the points.
Oh, boy. That's going to be a long day. Because we're going to drive to Bristol. Then we're going to watch the race. Then we're going to drive back. We're not staying in Bristol. We're just going to go ahead and come back. I'm not that worried. Dylan's game for it, and it saves us money. That and waiting to go to Talladega in the spring also saves me money. Because I got a vacation coming up. So I got to save a little money. Well, as of now, I have a vacation coming up. You know how this fucking There you go. This current COVID situation is.
That's up front.
My vacation next month is in a very precarious position until we actually get down there. Gibbs, Allmendinger, and Cindric out front. I'm going to restart my fucking NBC app again, even though they're side by side. This is a boring race. We're not missing anything. I'm just going to stop trying to fast forward to keep up because I think I'm fucking up and getting a little further behind every now and then when I try to fast forward. So come on, little NBC app. Why can't my cable have HD NBCSN? I do admit it's frustrating watching on the app because I know how behind I am. Because when it gets quiet in here, when I mute the commercials, I can hear in the living room when the broadcast is already back on and I'm sitting here waiting. Do I think Ty Gibbs really good or is he being carried by the car? I think it's a mix of both, but I do think he's exceptionally talented. But that 54 car is no doubt the best car in the field. Anybody can win in it. Anybody. Except Ty Dillon, but that's another story. I do think Ty Gibbs is that good, though. But he's never going to have to drive anything less than that. You know what I mean? Like he's going to be... I just pulled a Kyle Petty. You know what I mean? He's going to be in the same equipment his whole career, and it's going to be the best stuff. He's going to be like Austin Dillon, but with more money and better equipment. Although he's a way better driver than Austin Dillon could have ever been. So I don't want to knock Ty Gibbs' talent, but that car definitely helps. Jesus Christ. Race is already back on. And I'm sitting here watching a Peacock commercial. Why am I getting covers resumed shortly? They were side by side. All I did was restart the NBC app. I hate it here.
I am a driver with a dream.
And we're back.
Still up front, has a 1.176 second lead.
I will compliment Ty Gibbs. I didn't realize he was in the race today, and I was like, man, I think Junior's got a shot today. And when I saw Ty Gibbs was in it, I was like, oh boy, it just got tougher. So, you have a question about the Cup race? Well, shoot. Ask me anything, as they say on Reddit. I don't know why anybody would value my opinion, but you can ask. I'm really impressed with Sam Mayer running top 10 in that 99 car. That car's had like one good run this year with Chase Briscoe at Charlotte. Dale Jr. still 11th. We dropped out of the top 10, but we're 11th. Right there. I think Junior's going to take it up to another level in this next stage and maybe get to about 5th or 6th. I think our best hope today is 5th place finish. I don't see us winning against Gibbs, Allmendinger, and Hemrick. Harrison Burton's car is really consistent, but it doesn't jump out to me like Ty, Gibbs, Allmendinger, and Daniel Hemrick have today. Cindric's car just can't fire off well enough to get out front and lead like he did early.
You know, we've seen people in the best equipment before not go do what this young man is doing. And as far as Coach Gibbs, I promise you, you can go all the way back to the first win at Joe Gibbs Racing. That was the 1993 Daytona 500. You can go to all of Kyle Busch's success, Tony Stewart's championship, Bobby Labonte.
Booby la booby. Yes, kids, Bobby Labonte won a Cup championship.
And way more fun for him than any of that stuff. Obviously, all of that stuff has built up this great empire that they had that is Joe Gibbs Racing. But this is
your new empire.
That first win in 93, who was that again?
That guy got lucky.
Hey, Rick, just for the record, the guy got lucky 3 times in the Daytona 500. So.
He did.
Dale Jarrett also won the worst fucking Daytona 500.
So you can see the speed difference right here.
2 girls in 1 cup. Dude, come on. You're going to tell me to look up 2 girls, 1 cup like I haven't been on the internet since 2005? Come on.
There's a car right in front of you going quite a bit slower. That was a really good job not to do any damage to the front end of his car.
Who do I have finishing top 10, but you can't pick Larson? Hamlin, Truex, Kyle Busch, Christopher Bell.
Well, in 1 and 2, you see right here.
Um,
Cindric, a little over 112 miles an hour. Hamrick and Gregson just barely, and then look at the other end of the racetrack.
I don't know.
I
take the Gibbs
Toyotas different from one end to the other. So, I think I know this from the setup stuff. I don't care how similar it looks; they are not the same.
No, it's not. And you gain that speed by making a good exit of turn 4, but you have a little longer front. You can't even call it a straightaway because there's nothing straight about this front. But you can carry a lot more speed down in there. And then because of the turn 2 exit is so tight, you just never can really get enough speed off of there to gather enough speed down into turn 3. And even at that, trying to get into turn 3 at that speed, which was 3 miles per hour less, I believe.
my dad saw Bobby Labonte win his first Cup race. Funny story, sir. My dad, diehard NASCAR fan, he named me Dale because he was a big Earnhardt fan. And Earnhardt had just won his 6th championship when I was born. My uncle was a Jeff Gordon fan, and they had tickets to the 1994 Coke 600. And my uncle and my dad got in a fight. My uncle refused to go to the race with him, and then Jeff Gordon won his first Cup race. So my uncle, Jeff Gordon fan, should have seen Gordon win his first Cup race. My dad saw it, and then the next year, Bobby Labonte won the 600, and that was his first Cup win.
What comes next at Richmond when you lose center turn? You then eventually lose drive off, and that's exactly what's happening.
I saw Austin Dillon win his first Cup race. I was at the 2017 600.
When you hear these sort of things compounding and sort of happening in succession, do you focus on that drive off?
Earl, take Christopher Bell. If it's somebody you can't use again, take Christopher Bell tonight.
On the top of my notebook, it used to say, "Fix the middle, the rest fixes itself." And I've battled this so many times here. When your driver says he's loose in and he's loose off and all these things.
If Bell's going to get a top 10 anytime in the playoffs, almost guaranteed, I would say Richmond would be a good bet.
You're not as loose in because you don't have to slow it down so much. You're not on the brakes because you're not worried about running through the middle of the corner. And if it turns the middle, your driver can get that thing pointed straight and get the wheel out of it and drive straight up off the corner. The middle of the corner dictates your entry and exit. So no matter how much we were screaming loose, free it up some more, make it turn the middle. And that was always the most success we had.
All right, well, I'm looking over here to the other booth beside us is maybe one of the best I ever saw race this track, and that's Jeff Burton, who will be on the call tonight. Right? We had cars, and I believe this might have been in 1999, but anyway, his car was so much faster. My car...
Look at this 66 running over Ty Dillon. And there's Landon Castle blocking Ty Gibbs. He tried to slow up Tommy Joe earlier today. He got moved out of the way, though.
Never really chased the speed here. Somehow we ended up winning it because his car was so fast, but mine didn't slow down.
And if Christopher Bell does not finish top 10 tonight, send your complaints to Kamikaze Games.
To make that balance work.
Not me.
Come here and day practice for night races.
Yeah.
Leave day practice fastest thing here. And didn't
Make
feel
sure you
good
really
about
harass
that.
him about it, too.
Didn't feel good about that either. I had no idea.
Noah Gregson just passed Daniel Hemrick for 4th in lap traffic.
By the way, driver plays a lot in the outcome of races.
Oh, my Lord, that 74 car. Jesus Christ. He about stopped in front of the top 5. Oh! What is he doing? 74 just didn't give a fuck. He just tried to come straight to pit road without signaling to anybody. What are you doing? And we have a caution with 3 to go in stage 2. So stage 2 is going to end under yellow. Because the 74 just said, fuck it, I'm going to pit road. Does he even wave? He pulls a JJ Yeley. He just goes straight to fucking pits. Bruh. What are you doing? It almost took out Cindric. It almost took out Sam Mayer. Jesus. That was pretty stupid. That was the bonehead move of the day.
Mechanical engineering from Whitworth Institute of Technology, and so a difficult attempt at trying to get to pit road.
He just fucking almost stops off of 2, and then he just turns right straight down the racetrack here and ruins the 48's day. Maybe not ruined his day, but it was certainly an inconvenience.
He knew he was off the pace, but he thought the 74 knows we're coming. You just can't cross lanes. Unfortunately, he does, and with 2 to go, this probably will end the stage.
Yeah, this is going to do it because they won't have enough time to restart. So that means that Ty Gibbs is going to end up getting the stage win, stage 2. Allmendinger will finish second. Harrison Burton, Noah Gregson, and Daniel Hemrick will be in the top 5. a busy day continuing here at Richmond. Next, it'll be the Beacon Auto Auctions from Dallas, and then right back here for Countdown to Green. Again, that's at 6:30. Cup playoffs.
I looked on my cable. Ty Gibbs took the green and white checkered under caution as Ty Gibbs on my screen's coming out of turn 2. So yeah, I'm behind, but that's just because I'm on the app.
I mean, I have never seen the chaos for the playoff field like we saw a week ago.
Like Darlington last week was a minefield for playoff drivers. Ohio State just lost at home to Oregon. Everybody point and laugh at Ohio State. We all hate Ohio State, right? We hate Ohio State and we dislike Alabama. Even though I can't muster up the strength to waste time hating Alabama. It was like the Patriots with Belichick and Brady. Could I even bother hating them? I admired what they did. Kind of feel that way about Alabama, but I don't like Ohio State.
We are complete with stage 2, and it was Ty Gibbs getting the win there, but
produce a quarterback worth of shit, Ohio State. Maybe Fields is the guy. I have my doubts. Oh, I'm messing around with my newly remodeled room. So should I wear the Falcons shirt tomorrow? I feel like if I wear the Falcons shirt, that almost means they'll lose. I don't know the statistics on that. Maybe it just seems that way because, you know, the Falcons have been shit the last couple of years, and I wore that shirt a lot. First year I got that shirt, we made the playoffs again and beat the Rams and then got fucked in Philadelphia thanks to Steve Sarkisian. You know, it's funny. When Kyle Shanahan was the offensive coordinator in Atlanta, I hated him, but then Steve Sarkisian came along and made me miss Kyle Shanahan. Because everybody remembers the Super Bowl year with Shanahan and the Falcons, but they don't remember the first year that Shanahan was the coordinator for the Falcons, and that offense was, like, terrible. Oh, Earl, I'm sorry. You're a lifelong Buckeye fan. I am so sorry. Your team's just really easy to hate. Even for a guy like me who doesn't watch college football religiously. I'm going to have like an hour and a half or something to play Busted on GTA. The fuck?
So if I was a sneakerhead, catching in on that.
So they come back for commercial, and then the NBC app puts me on another commercial. It's like, okay.
We saw AJ Allmendinger won stage 1. He'll finish second in stage 2 and was talking to the team about how the car is getting very free on the entry, then tight in the center, and of course free off. But what did he ask for? He asked for them to fix the center. Of course, listening to Steve Letarte up there in the booth. It's going to be Ford Goodyear tires. And
I think your Browns are going to be very competitive this year, and they have a strong shot at pulling the upset tomorrow. They should have beat the Chiefs in the playoffs, but they just let it get away. So I think the Browns have a shot tomorrow. That'll be a hell of a game. I can't wait to watch it. That's the game we're streaming here tomorrow. Ty Gibbs just had to navigate 2 fucking cars turn into their pit stalls on pit road. And it looks like Daniel Hemrick takes the lead. Noah Gragson second. Ty Gibbs drops to third. Harrison Burton fourth. A. Allmendinger fifth. So damn, big game for Hemrick. Did he speed? Because Hemrick tends to do that when something like this is going on. And a Junebug back in the top 10 up to 9th place. And Allgaier 10th place.
T-Mobile is the leader in...
So Junior's in the top 10 going to stage 3. See if we get any better on this run. Because he's gotten better and better as the race has progressed. You know, slowly but surely. Don't think we have a winning car, but I don't really see any clear-cut dominant car. There's just a group of cars, like 3 or 4 that I think are a little better than everybody else, but nobody's clear-cut dominant car. And the car that was just leading gave up the lead on pit road, so still a wide open race to me. Yeah. I think everybody hates Alabama, but thank them for Julio Jones for the last 10 years. Thank you, Alabama. Every time they show that Bears and Rams commercial, I get annoyed because I'm like, really, that's the game I got to watch tomorrow night? Oh, yes. Even when the Rams are good, they're kind of boring to watch because nobody cares about the Rams. And the Bears haven't been fun to watch in about 35 years. Let's be real, the Bears haven't been fun to watch since like 1986. And maybe 87. Pretty sure it's illegal for the Bears or the Jets to have a quarterback be successful.
And 32 Cup Series wins. I worked on teams that chased him many, many times and won all the big ones. 3-time Daytona 500, 2-time Brickyard, won the 96 Coca-Cola 600. 99 Cup Series champ. That one stung a little bit, but I won't hold it against you. And of course, a NASCAR Hall of Famer with his father. That's so special, DJ. And I'm going to tell you, as a hero of mine, as a competitor, I raced it. It's very special to be standing here calling a race with you, buddy.
Well, I appreciate all of that, and thank you. It's great for me to be here. Enjoying everything that y'all do, and to have a chance to work with you. It's a lot of fun. Just as you know, it takes a lot of people to make all of those things happen, and so through the years I was fortunate to get myself in the right positions with the right people and have a lot of fun at this sport because it's grueling, as you know, and to be able to enjoy some success is a lot of fun.
Well, Steve and I were jealous because last week Dale Jr. got to work with you. And
That's right.
We said, hey, wait a second, we want to be able to work with DJ too. All right, what have you seen out there? What do you like?
I like the speed of the 54 car and what this young man is doing in Ty Gibbs and what he's able to do. I see other cars that have some short run speed, but not able to keep up. Can AJ Allmendinger put it all together?
Hey, Daniel Hemrick, win a race for once, would you?
That I'm going to watch for.
All right, Parker.
Right, guys, and as we've seen, there's a lot of speed in that 16 car, but there's Achilles' heel has been on pit road. He got blocked in the first stage pit stop, and then in the second stage pit stop, they had a tire get away from them. It slowed down the stop. He lost 3 positions. This looks like a car that could contend for victory.
You got somebody puking at 4 o'clock in the afternoon?
The key to this is when you put on that last set of tires here on pit road. Some teams talking about maybe doing it as early if there's a caution at 25 laps. Some wanting to wait until 50 laps to go, Dylan.
And Parker, it's a similar chain up front. Daniel Hemrick leading the field late in the going here at Richmond. Now, we've of course talked about how many times he's
Daniel Hemrick has the race lead going into stage 3. Expect drama. Expect bullshit. Because it's just never going to be meant to be for this guy.
To do it. So last week they found every opportunity to beat themselves. They felt like today the pit crews got them up front. We'll see what the driver can do now as we come back.
Hemrick, Gregson, Gibbs, Burton. Noah got a much better restart. Neither guy got a push, though. The field's pretty spread out. And Noah sent it into one and takes the lead. Damn, Noah easily took the lead there. Come on, Hemrick. I don't like Junior being stuck behind Riley Herbst because I know he's stuck behind a slow motherfucker. So can you pick up the pace there, Riley? Pick up the pace. You're killing us. You're fucking killing us. You are literally killing us. Junior gets underneath Herbst 3 wide with Allgaier, but I like that Junior's on the bottom of that situation. And Junior clears Riley Herbst. Yay. One less slow fuck to worry about. Junior and Allgaier look like they're ready to race because Allgaier got around Junior and Herbst. As Noah gets away with the lead a little bit, but I think Ty Gibbs has what it takes to hunt him down. He's 3rd right now. Sam Mayer, top 5 in that 99.
Force the 54 to burn those tires up for a couple laps, trying to fight you off. That could be as valuable in these last 90 laps is the position. If you just make your opponent work a little harder, it's a little like a boxing match. Let your opponent punches the way out a little bit. Let him burn those rear tires up. He will pay for it later.
So, Steve, we heard earlier how important tires are. Dylan and Parker both talking about when
Ty going around the outside of Hemrick off of 2.
How late do you gamble? If a caution comes out at lap 50, do you have to take, or 50 to go? Do you
Noah's starting to drive away.
Anyone who's in Xfinity
Dale
Series
Jr. all over the back bumper of Austin Cindric. That's good to say because that means you know you're running good. John Hunter goes to Junior's inside. He got held up.
Junior that are both up inside the top 10. I would consider not taking them. You'll look foolish if it goes green. You're going to have a set left and run bad. But if you get lucky,
Junior big run off of 2. Cindric left the door open on the outside after Allgaier got around him. Junior's in a fucking mess here with Allgaier, Cindric, and John Hunter. Junior lost the nose off of 4, but he's still going to make the pass. Or is he? 3 wide. John Hunter takes Cindric and Dale Jr. 3 wide. I don't like that. Everybody's giving each other plenty of room there. I never thought I'd say this a couple years ago, but I trust Austin Cindric, and he gives Junior plenty of room as Junior makes the pass. Now Junior's to the outside of Hemrick.
A funny story. He said, you know, Dale and I were talking about this weekend. We're going through all the things that Dale told me.
Boy, Hemrick faded fast. What the hell? Damn, it really is stage 3. Fucking Daniel Hemrick looks like he's laying down out there. And Junior just passed him. Is he clear? I can't see. Yeah, Junior's clear. Junior's just clear of Hemrick. Now Nemechek swings to the inside of Hemrick. Hemrick's getting passed on both sides. He got passed by Junior on the outside, and here comes John Hunter to his inside. Dale Jr. is 7th. And they did something to Allgaier's car to get it back in good shape because he's fast now. And we got a battle for the lead. Ty Gibbs to the outside of Noah. Noah gave it to him. I think Noah knows he's not going to be able to fight him off, and it's really early in the run here. 84 to go. Ty Gibbs takes the lead. So Noah actually did the smart thing and gave the 54 the outside. Have something left for a little later in the run, maybe.
That's where the 54 is so impressive, is he can enter high and turn down across the middle of the racetrack.
And there's Gibbs clear.
Working so well. Watch this right here. So he's going to turn in. Well, he kind of turns in shallow, I think, to take the line away from the 9. But his racing.
Yeah, Hemrick looks like he's got a parachute hanging out the back of his car.
He's able to keep it right on that yellow line, and his launch on the exit gives him separation, and that's what's really working for him right now, is this exit of the corner.
Right there, Noah was thinking about.
And Noah once again giving the top to another car because Harrison Burton's passing Noah now.
Yeah, I like this move. This is what we talk about. Day racing at Richmond, this outside lane. You kind of jump up there, pin the exit where the guy on the bottom can't put the power down. How about Sam Mayer right there in 4th?
Watching the whole thing in the 99.
So that's an entry for BJ McLeod Motorsports. Great run for this organization. I'm sure they're getting a little assistance from Junior Motorsports since, you know, he is the driver of the 8. But regardless, just a great tip of the hat. Dylan.
Guys, tip of the cap as well to Harrison Burton running in that 2nd spot. He's back up front now talking with his crew chief, Jason Ratcliffe, this morning. He mentioned that feel like you really want to have a good corner there.
Oh, wow, the 15 car just wrecked at pit entry. He said big wreck. It's a 1-car accident. And he doesn't even appear to have hit anything. And we have a caution. Stay out. This is too early. Stay out, stay out, stay out. Too early. You could make it from here if you pit, but I'm staying out. Too early. See, some teams getting the tires up on the wall just in case, but you can't pit here. It's too damn early.
15 makes contact. I think that's kind of what you see. I think there are times that we don't see drivers know they're 3 wide, and you have, is it too early to put tires on? Well, I mean, this could be the gamble just the other way, right? You said, hey, would you save a set? You could put it on a little earlier than everyone else, but I just don't know if you would just burn them off trying to get through traffic.
Yeah, you'd have to be very, very patient in that situation, unless your car is just outstanding. And I don't think these guys up front are going to take that chance right at this.
Stay out. I think that entire top 12, maybe top 11 stays out. Pit road's not open yet. We don't want to repeat of 2017. There's a safety truck at pit entry. Remember when they opened pit road with a fucking ambulance sitting there? And I think Dale Jr. and Matt Kenseth almost hit it.
Dylan was giving us a report. I hated to jump in, but I'm going to tell you, this place is small enough that one goes sideways and catches your attention.
Yes, it does. Smoke rolling out, and caution coming out, so the guys will try to cool their tires down. We'll see if anybody does make the left turn and head on to pit road when pit road is open.
See a lot of teams that have tires up on the wall, Steve, but I think
Stay
that's
out.
posturing right there.
I agree. I think it's a little bit of, well, the crew members are probably like, I'm going to be ready. I don't know what the guy on top of the pit box is going to decide, but I'm going to be ready.
I'm looking at the 8 crew right now. They're looking ready. They got tires over the wall.
It would be a tough gamble to come this early. I just don't know. It looks like most people are going to stay out. Ryan Sieg. So there you go. Here's a guy that's looking at the playoff pit.
And Ryan Sieg pitted. I told you I thought Sieg would pit.
If he takes tires or just makes an adjustment as he rolls down pit road, but this could be. We've seen long green flag runs here. It wouldn't be out of the question.
Dylan.
Well, I think that's exactly the mentality, right? If this goes green to the end and you've got fresh tires, and even if it is just a couple laps extra, fresher tires, that could be all the difference that you need. We saw earlier with Tommy Joe Martin's J.J. Haley, they drove right through the field. So this is a strategy play, obviously. We'll see if it plays out. They probably needed to go green to the finish, though, for this 39 team.
While the 39 made the turn onto pit road, Mike Snyder was really slow on the front stretch. So Curry brings out the caution. We'll be back for the restart.
I heard Junior was going to go to 5 cars maybe, but at that point I'm like, if you're going to go 5 cars, why not just go cup racing? Fuck 5 Xfinity cars. Stay at like 3 full-time cars and have the 4th car be part-time and have a 1 cup car maybe. I don't know. They don't want to have to pay for a fucking charter. So, way to go, charter system. The most popular driver in NASCAR history wants to be a cup owner, but he can't risk it because he has to pay an absurd amount of money for a charter. So, way to go, NASCAR. Your charter system is actively hurting the Cup Series. Because that'd be another new team, but we're not going to get it. My biggest question is what is Penske going to do in Xfinity next year? Is the 22 car going to go back to being the Leach car with fucking Joey and Blaney and whoever? Or are they actually going to put somebody in it and run for points? I hope they run full time with somebody because I don't want that 22 car to go back to being the Leach mobile. Remember that time they used to try to make us think people gave a fuck about the Owners' Championship because Xfinity's racing was so fucking bad? They were like, it's a battle between the 54 and the 22 for the Owners' Championship. It's like, nobody cares. Literally, nobody fucking cares. Even the drivers don't fucking care.
Victory lane here to the keys to getting to that victory lane.
Well, we've already seen Ryan Sieg put on his last set of tires, but when do you put them on? If we see a bunch of yellows, DJ, which yellow do you pick?
I'm just watching
All right, crew chief, you're supposed to know
Get
everything
along.
that's going on. You've been paying attention to this.
pissed
Doing it
off
at the right
somebody
time.
early,
But
this one
track
guy
position is going to be
racing with
important too.
the guy went the other way.
You can use
And the guy gets on the radio and goes,
to
"Oh,
your
there's no
advantage,
Junior
but you
Junior
also
fucking
don't want to
hero,
put yourself in a
he's
disadvantage.
doing that." I'm like,
Inside
"What the
100
fuck?" And then
goes,
Junior gets on his radio and
on
goes,
pit road, on the racetrack. You just saw Mike Snyder lose a bunch of track position. We're getting reports that he might have hit the kill switch. Little things like that, you can recover earlier in the race, but you're so late now, it's too late. Now we look at the choose rule. We got Gibbs choosing the top. A split. Seems like you just move up as far as you can, maybe.
Gibbs, Harrison Burton, Sam Mayer, Noah Gregson, Allgaier, Allmendinger, John Hunter Nemechek, Daniel Hemrick, Justin Haley, top 10. Junior on the inside. I'd rather be on that outside, but I don't know. Gibbs is the leader. He picked the outside. I'd like to be on the outside.
Well, you know,
It's another great racetrack for the choose rule, Richmond.
things now saying, well, that was lined up in the wrong lane. You chose that. I'm sorry. That's your fault.
This is kind of, remember when we went to double fire restarts, Mark was so opposed to it because he's like, man, if you start the outside in Indy, you're going to lose all your spots after getting them all. This kind of negates what Mark was saying. Absolutely right. He's like, we're going to be double fire for the fans, but you can line up
74 laps to go.
On the other side, you might be the 5th car in line and can start on the front row.
Gibbs has chosen that outside line. Harrison Burton on the inside.
Great launch by both cars on the front row. Hell, Harrison Burton got a little better jump.
The tires right there trying to get up.
Ty got a good start, but then I don't know what happened. That was like a really delayed spin of the tires because Harrison Burton just took the lead and drove away.
before he's unable to do it.
How about the 99 of Sam
I think
Mayer?
Gibbs will get this back. Sam Mayer third. Goddamn.
That might be the most impressive run of the day here, I think, when you look at this and with the team and everything that he's doing. I know he's a great short track racer, but doing just a phenomenal job here this afternoon.
And the youth.
Dale Jr.'s in front of Austin Cindric.
He's the old man of the group in the top 3 here. He's 20.
Well, don't look out, but the old man in the Xfinity Series, Justin Allgaier, who is not a very old gentleman, and he's the most experienced.
If there was ever a time of the race for Dale Jr. to find a way into contention, it would be now. If he could just settle in and save tires, because I know he's better than any of these guys at saving tires. That's always been Jr.'s strength, saving tires over the course of a run. I figured Jr. would just bring back an 88 car, Earl, because they got the 1, the 5, the 7. Oh, the 1, 7, 8, and 9. He'd probably bring back 88 or 5 or something. Landon Castle's hit the wall. He's slow going down the back.
Stays off the track, down on the apron. We'll see if he does get all the way to pit road.
Battle for the lead continues.
And Ty's reeling in Harrison for that lead again. I knew Ty would probably get it back. I don't know what happened on that restart.
Before that, if he really got his tires cleaned off really well. That's something that's so important with a radial tire, that you really get that the face of that tire cleaned off.
And Landon Castle's not going to make it back to the pits. He's going to stop just short here. He's going to David Ruderman our asses.
Top 10s already this year for Harrison Burton, but still searching for that.
69 to go. Nice. Oh, no, he's still rolling. Landon Castle's still rolling. He's crossed the commitment line.
Has made it to
So slow. Oh.
He's not quite there. I can't
Ty Gibbs going for the lead here into 3.
just leave it in gear and see if the start
You could see Harrison drive it in just as hard from the outside. And the caution's out. 68 to go. Now I might pit. This is going to work out good for C. They only ran a few laps. Now I'd pit. I'd have to pit now. Do something now.
65 for the restarts. All right, crew chief. Now do you come
Pit.
in time?
Well, when Ryan Sieg has passed 10 guys, he's all the way up to 17th on better tires than everyone in front of him. So
Pit now.
at this point,
Especially if you're not in the top
I
5
just
pit.
don't know if you dare wait any longer.
Pit.
But I will say, because it hasn't been a tremendous amount of time, only 6 more laps right here, that would play into a couple teams staying out. You know, it's hard to stay out on 50.
Yeah, Sieg would obviously stay out
Guys
here.
only are 15 or 20. DJ, I think you could stay out and hope to get another yellow.
Okay, so I think that what happens here at the front of the field is going to dictate maybe what some others decide they may do.
It's definitely going to be split. You know, we've had one take
Pit.
last time in Ryan Sieg. I believe we're going to have more.
Dale
this
Jr.
time.
pit.
But even if the leaders come, there's going to be some that stay on the racetrack. This is going to be that moment in time with delineation. There you go. We will be pitting.
Jeff Burton, by the way, is going to get the free pass, so that'll put him back on the lead lap.
So you just look deeper in the field. How about a Michael Annette with damage back at 20th? Jeremy Clements, he's back there just behind Ryan Sieg.
Yeah, this caution fell at a really weird time.
17th. Brandon Jones, you mentioned his name a couple
Landon
times.
Castle couldn't make it past pit
Brandon
entrance.
50, you know,
So they had to throw the caution to get him out of the way, because if people have to pit or try to pit, they're going to run over him. So.
Let's see what the leaders do.
And here comes Harry. Oh, Sam Mayer stayed out. Justin Haley and Dale Jr. stay out. Riley Herbst stays out.
Which I like that idea with him.
Sieg stays out. Wow.
Thinking that there's going to be
I would have pitted there if I was Dale Jr., but
Harrison Burton, Ty
we'll see if the caution falls our way. We're going to look like geniuses in about 10 or 15 laps.
Ty Gibbs in the 54. They've been a little bit
So if
tight
Gibbs
for
wins, give me 2
this
bets.
race.
Nice.
2-3 now, so Ty wants some help on entry security, 4 tires and fuel for him. Bottom of your screen, Harrison Burton, he says we're freer.
The 8 team must be banking on another yellow
Much better than it's been.
and at least 10 laps or so. We need to run about 10 laps here and catch a caution if we can stay up front long enough to get 10 laps.
holding their positions off of pit road, but again, lots stayed out. We'll line it back up when we come back.
Mayer, Haley, Dale Jr., Herbst. Oh, let me mute these fucking commercials. My bad. I was sitting here trying to think in my head, can I will a caution into existence after about 10 or 12 more laps after the restart? Well, I hope so. We don't need a quick yellow. We need, like I said, 10 to 12 laps run here. Hell, anything more than 5 I'd be content with, but really it needs to be about 10 laps or so. and then get a caution. Then we'll be cooking with propane, I tell you what. So now a caution just came out with like 65 to go. A few of the cars up front pitted for their last set of tires, but Dale Jr. and a bunch of other cars stayed out, and they have a set of fresh tires left for later. So if a caution comes out in a little bit, Jr. will be able to pit and have way better tires than the best cars. So that if that goes our way, we got a chance. Hope we get that caution, because if we don't get that caution, we're fucking screwed. If we don't get a caution in at least 8 to 12 laps, or maybe a little more, we're probably fucked here. Haley, Mayer, Dale Jr., Riley Herbst. Here we go. Ryan Sieg's got the fresher tires of the bunch. He might have to run through some guys here. Sieg's going to get this lead. He's behind Junior and Herbst right now. And there's a fucking mess off of 4. I wish they would have wrecked over there. 4 wide. Come on, wreck back there. Wreck. Wreck back there, you fucking bums. They just need to pull over and let the 39 go. He's obviously got way better tires. Gibbs has already got really close to the front. Allgaier, oh my God. I can't even describe what's going on with Allgaier and Daniel Hemrick right now. Damn, Dale Jr. made the call to gamble. Dale Jr. made the call. He said he doesn't want to pit yet. Here comes Ty Gibbs, though. Fresher tires right behind Junior's in 6th place. 5 of the top 6 are on older tires. Sieg has a little fresher, and Gibbs has the freshest. So I think Gibbs is still going to end up winning here, but hopefully we catch this caution. Hopefully. Mayer got the lead through all this. Harrison Burton second. Haley third. I don't think the lead really matters. That's why I didn't make a comment about Mayer getting it, because Ty Gibbs is already coming back to these guys.
Yeah, these other guys, they're going to need 35 or 40 laps, though. You can't do it. You can't expect it to happen inside of 20 laps to go in the race.
Junior's losing so much ground so fast, I'm already almost begging for a caution.
For the lead,
Harrison Burton underneath Sam Mayer. But play the Jaws music, because Ty Gibbs ain't that far behind.
Take the lead at Richmond.
Yeah, Harrison looking just like that Jeff here. So smooth around this place. I realize the tires are making a difference here, but we saw him take the lead on the last restart.
Getting hand signals because old Jeff Burton's standing in the booth.
Yeah, Michael, that's quite the risk. I was saying pit originally, but when they decided to stay out, I liked it. Now I don't like it, because, good God, Junior's already 13th. We haven't had the best car today. We've got about a 7th to 10th place car trying to do this. So hopefully somebody will do something stupid. Like nowish. See, Kyle Larson failed pre-race tech for Cup twice today. Dylan just messaged me about that. Here comes Gibbs for second.
The set of tires is that a few cars, it is a split field. They won't line up way in the back. There'll be, 15 or so they'll have to pass.
Oh, we're going to need a caution bad, and I don't think we're going to get it.
Tires work for Harrison Burton. Able to get right up front.
41 laps on the left-hand side. Sam Mayer, Justin Haley go down a little bit further. Riley Herbst. The whole key is to try to stay in front of those guys that have a set of tires left, because you'll be racing those guys up pit road. Parker.
Right, and for that 18-year-old Sam Mayer, what a learning experience this is, right? He's been up front, he's had a great day, and I think that's very important considering...
He's got to watch and wait now.
He's got a lot of new things. He did his first Super Speedway race at Daytona at Darlington. He got to the wall early with a bit of a rookie mistake that hurt the race there, so it's great for his confidence to have this run, but also to have this patience, right? Be in the position he's in on these older tires, trying to race them around those cars that have the newer tires, and having that...
3 wide, Allgaier, Haley, and Sieg. Come on, somebody wreck. God damn it, they sorted out.
And I'm impressed. These older tires, I thought they would be really in trouble. They're holding on.
We are really in trouble. We're 17th.
They're holding on longer than I thought.
There's the numbers there. Drivers that still have a set of tires. Mayer up there in 6th. So they're wearing them out quick. We go NASCAR not.
Hope we get this damn caution. Just hope. Oh, Sieg just got turned sideways by Noah. We got a 3 wide pack here on the front stretch. God, can you fuckers just wreck or something? Please. Race each other like dicks. That's what you guys do these days. Race like fucking animals. Am I trying to jinx your top 10? Yes, for the sake of seeing Dale Jr. get lucky and have a better set of tires than over half the field, yes. I think we should make our... God, Junior's 21st. He's going to be the first car to get lapped. He'll be lucky to finish top 25 with the fucking tires he's on. Think you made a bad call, Junebug. I was saying pit. For the record, I was saying pit. Somebody spin somebody out for the boss man. Not going to get that caution we need. I can already tell. The field's getting too strung out. I can't believe Harrison still has the lead. Probably not for long, but he still got it. At this point, the caution would be goddamn perfect. So good win, Ty Gibbs. Sam Mayer looks like he's really struggling now. And they cut away from it to show the fans for some reason. I'm trying to watch the race here. Trying to watch the damn race.
Left in the regular season, and it's Friday night, Bristol Motor Speedway. Final race for the NASCAR Xfinity Series regular season. That's the last chance to make the playoff. Race coverage beginning.
I admit, Junior's only real shot at winning was this strategy. I don't think if he stayed on equal tires with Gibbs and those guys, they were ever going to have a chance to beat them. But we're not going to get the lucky break, goddammit. We never do.
Gibbs running in that second position. Allmendinger, as well as John Hunter Nemechek, Austin Cindric, Allgaier, Gregson, Alex LeVay, and Josh Berry.
And we're reaching the point of no return where this caution might not even matter at all.
Came in on lap 184. They moved up into the top 10. Now it's
Sam Mayer's 20th.
Will there be another caution before this one comes to the end?
Yeah, as you mentioned, the top 10 are all in their last set of tires. This is as fast as they're going to go to the end of the race. We do have a group of cars: Sam Mayer, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Brandon Brown, Ty Dillon. And if we get a caution, Justin Haley, they could put a fresh set of tires on it. It would be a chaotic restart, to say the least.
And as you see Harrison Burton continue to work through that lap track. traffic. Talking with Jason Ratcliffe before the race.
Somebody spin out Josh Williams, get us a caution.
You really want to get everything tightened up, make sure you're entering the playoffs on the right foot.
Hey, Harrison Burton's got a 1.3-second lead. 42 laps is a long way, though. Lap traffic's obviously going to play a factor. And it is right now. Stuck behind the 52 and the 23 here is Harrison. Lost a couple tenths. I see some debris coming off that 48 car. I saw something flapping on the 48 Neth car. You want to take a look at that? I was hoping when he went off into 3 there really high, he was going to hit the wall, but he didn't.
I don't believe had 10 hard laps on him. So now that they sit in the pits and cool, some of those guys may decide to put
Allmendinger moving the 23. Spin him out, would you? God damn it. Oh, we're so fucked. Oh! Did Josh Williams just run into somebody? Was that Josh Williams? No, that was the 52 that ran into somebody. Their cars look similar from far away. Come on, somebody do something stupid.
And a driver that understands where you need to run, and he can put his car there, which is right around the bottom. He was able to dispense of the majority of that traffic without any hindrance.
And a year from now,
Come on, NASCAR, you know you want to throw a caution. How is fucking Burton driving away from Gibbs? How is that happening?
in that organization, a very storied organization from right here in Virginia, and Harrison Burton trying to continue on this dream of his. And that's
At least he's trying to prove that he earned a cup ride.
be able to do what his dad
Harrison Burton.
what his dad has done.
Josh Berry's in the top 10.
Superhero. So right now, Harrison Burton out in front of the field here. Gibbs a second and a half behind him.
DJ, it's hilarious watching out the window at all these different cars. Everyone that's on their last set of tires, they're racing pretty clean. They're giving those lap ways. They're, I'm giving you an extra foot. We can't make any contact. And everyone that has a set of tires left, they're pushing and shoving and hoping somebody goes around.
Yeah, I've seen a number of opportunities.
Well, me too, and I wish somebody would spin. I don't even care if it's us at this point. Loop it around. Keep going. Hey, Junior, remember that time you spun out at Bristol on purpose?
Was actually interviewing Harrison.
That was a good time.
What about Dale Jr.? You going to be able to outrun him? Well, here's what Harrison's answer was to that.
Are you going to outrun Dale Jr. today? Well, last time he was in a race, I won, so I'd like my odds.
That's confident. I love it.
Man.
2020 Homestead. So,
Hey, Harrison, you going to waste that 21 car next year? I like my odds.
But really, we've seen greatness out of Harrison Burton all year. He just hasn't found victory. He's been very strong, just hasn't had the finishes that we saw a year ago.
Running out of laps. Unfortunately, the 48 made it to pit road with whatever was flapping on his right front.
And now, all of the right time to peak heading into the playoffs, and all of these guys that we kept saying needed to get a win are showing up.
Is there a point of no return if the caution comes out with 15 laps to go?
Yeah, I mean, the struggle, I thought it was about 10 laps. I think it's more like 20 green flag laps. I mean, it's so tough. I think at some point you just have to keep the track position and hope it works out. I mean, you made your decision at this point.
32 to go. Harrison Burton, Ty Gibbs, H. Allmendinger, John Hunter, Nemechek, Austin Cindric. Cindric's had a really quiet day for his standards. Damn, this last 30 laps is such a fucking waste of time. Blame the car owner. He made the call. Got to kind of do what the car owner says. It's a helpless feeling. Allmendinger is catching Ty Gibbs. I'd say Harrison's got this race won, unless a caution happens. Nothing to see here, nothing to see here. Hey, there's Fontana in a commercial. Remember that place? It's a dangerous game not going to Fontana. People are going to get nostalgic for it, and then we're going to have to fucking keep it. Oh, we got a yellow. We're not going to win, but oh, hey, Josh Williams got fucking spun out. Ha ha ha. Josh Williams got spun out and backed in the wall a little bit. Hey. We back in there. Not going to win. We don't have enough laps left to win, but at least we'll be respectable. Hell yeah. Rack 'em up. We're not going to have the time to get anything done, but... And I figure there'll be a bunch of fucking yellows, too, after this. Oh, what happened here? Oh, look at that. Run out of talent. Oh, wait. The car underneath them spun out. Who was that?
Synchronized spins here.
The 52. Yay. A little late, but I'll take it. Look at Jeff Burton. Damn.
He's been there too many times.
All right, let's listen into Harrison's race.
Haley, Herbst, Jeb Burton, Sam Mayer, and Dale Jr. will have the fresh tires. But they're going to be like 15th or whatever. So.
Well, now we'll see if any of these guys think cold scuffs are more valuable. For Harrison Burton, there's no way I'm pitting from the lead.
No, got to stay out. If you're in the top 4 or 5, you got to stay out.
Stickers are absolutely pitting. And then, I mean, good luck.
Woo! That was getting bleak there for a little while. It's still pretty bleak, but... Oh, wow, Harrison pitting for cold tires. Allmendinger stays out, takes the lead. AJ, Cindric, they stay out. The battle for the regular season points. They're going to line up 1-2.
Comes out. He's electing to take some of those colder scuffs here in the 26 car. Great run for Sam Hunt Racing up in the top 5 there as the caution came out. So we'll see if these are better, Dylan.
Thank you, Josh Williams. You proved yourself useful today, even though it was the 52's fault. We need an 18-lap green flag run, at least. Okay, I'll say a 20-lap green flag run, and then like 3 overtimes, and we'll see what happens. So I need this to run almost all the way to 2 to go, and then catch another caution, and then another and another. Ooh, NASCAR, hurry up, get this cleaned up. Let's restart. We need the laps. Hey, we saw what Allmendinger did in Stage 1 on old tires. That must have given them a lot of confidence that he can do it again, even though these cars coming now are going to be a lot better than Tommy Joe Martin's, and the tires will be fresher. But, hey, fuck it, stay out. I mean, the other cars that pitted just got scuffed tires from earlier, and we know the guys like Dale Jr., Sam Mayer, and Herbst that got the fresh ones. We'll see. Love the way these cautions are falling. It's interesting. And I'm sure Dale Jr. is really happy that he's going to have like really good tires for this last little run. He's not going to have to stretch a set of tires fucking 70 laps like he did in Stage 1. I'm sure that was a shock to his system after not having raced in a while. Hope for some attrition here and hope we can get through it if we don't get this long run to take advantage of the tires. Hey, it's dickhead Bruce Willis. Coverage will resume shortly. We're going to have, like, what, 21 to go, something like that? Maybe 20 to go. Like I said, we need 18 laps, then a caution, and some overtimes. Keep these old tire fuckers out there as long as possible. Wear them out. Look at the paint scheme on that 14 on the 14 car. So actually, we're going to restart with 20. Oh, don't tell me. Jeb Burton, uncontrolled tire. Junior got penalized. Fucking hell. Sped on pit road. Damn it, Junior. Okay, now we're just hoping for chaos. We're just hoping for chaos now. Junior sped coming off pit road. Top 10, AJ Allmendinger, Austin Cindric, Brandon Jones, Harrison Burton, Noah Gregson, Justin Allgaier, John Hunter, Daniel Hemrick, Alex LeBay, Todd Gibbs.
Translate. Driver was thinking he wanted to come get some cold scuffs. Chris Rice comes over and says, man, the glue wasn't ready. Those tires we had taken off a little while ago, we re-glued them. It's still too soft. I thought the lug nuts would fall off, would have a slow stop. Unfortunately,
so Allmendinger and Cindric are on the front row.
He has some guys on scuffs. Let's set the field real quick as we look at this rundown. We got the front row. Allmendinger, Cindric, Brandon Jones, all on hot tires. Burton, Gregson, Allgaier, Nemechek, Hemrick, LeBay, Gibbs, Annette.
Like I said, run this 20 laps down to 2 to go and then get a bunch of cautions.
Justin Haley in the 11, all the way back to 13. He's the first car on sticker tires.
Haley in 13th is on 4 fresh tires. And then they're making poor Dale Jr. start the very rear because he sped on pit road. All right. Allmendinger, Cindric, Brandon Jones. Allmendinger immediately runs to the bottom to cover because he sees Noah Gregson coming. And he figured Jones would go 3 wide. Then that was a narrow corner entry by AJ, but he got away with it. Look at this run around the outside from Harrison. We got a caution. What happened? Tommy Joe Martin. What did I say about Tommy Joe having the worst fucking luck? Damn, he junked that thing. Okay, that caution's a little too soon for me to be able to take advantage, but the more of these we get, the better. John Hunter Nemechek's in the 26. Boy, Harrison Burton was flying like a bat out of hell around the outside of 2, 3 wide right when that caution hit.
Oh, yeah, big contact.
Big contact.
Yeah, there was a lot happening in front of
that caution's good for Junior. He's going to... Remember, he had to restart tail end behind all the lappers. Now he'll get to come up and start in front of the lappers with the other lead lap cars, so that kind of helps.
He went straight right.
We talked about Harrison Burton. We watch right here, outside row 2. They get a little stacked up. The 7 gets to his inside. Now he's top 3 wide. How does he do it? Well, look, he rolls to the outside.
That was a nice move by Harrison Burton. Was going to be in such good shape here before this caution hit. Still worked out pretty well. Cindric's the one who's in real trouble. Allmendinger at least got away with the lead. Cindric lost like 5 spots.
I mean, you have a hard time going out there too wide. We've seen contact with the car, and Harrison just made that point. Could be the move that if he's able to go on and win this race that made the difference.
Now Haley with those brand new tires, he's let's go. Track's ready. Let's go again because every lap we run under caution makes his job tougher, not having those extra laps.
That also helps Dale Jr., who had to be restart at the very end.
That's what I just said, Dale Jarrett.
To move up, even though he's still going to be pretty far back.
The 24th is where Dale Earnhardt Jr. is scored now.
I can't wait
for the stories he's going to get. You know he's going to be full of stories this afternoon. Of all the stuff we didn't even see that went
Junior's
on.
going to broadcast a race right after racing.
No. I'm going to have a highlight reel. Smash.
And we're going to fucking force another goddamn commercial break with 17 laps to go under caution. What would be a lot cooler is if Noah ate that fucking outside wall head on. And that would be a lot cooler than him going back to back. I like the way Harrison Burton looks right now. He's going to have to repeat that amazing restart he just had, but I like the way Harrison looks. Of course, AJ is a driving son of a bitch. Like I said, refer to stage 1 if you want to see what he can do on bad tires. Yeah, it would be pretty neat to watch Joey eat the wall later. Get that playoff elimination in front of me next week at Bristol. I hate that I can't go to the Roval because I was going to get to go to 2 elimination races in a row. Bristol and the Roval, but I can't go to the Roval now. Scheduling conflict.
Almost as if we were shooting a movie about patriotism.
It doesn't get much better than this. An Earnhardt carrying an American flag around the racetrack.
Everyone was there together doing this, celebrating our country and celebrating our pride and celebrating our resilience, honoring and remembering the ones that we lost.
The color red is such a generic color, but I love that shade of red that was on all of Dale Jr.'s Budweiser cars. That shade of red is perfect.
DJ, you were a part of that race.
Yeah.
What a
Allmendinger, Brandon Jones, Gregson, and Cindric.
day that had to be.
Yeah, just an incredible experience. One like nothing else that I ever went through in my career and saw it at a racetrack. From the time that we showed up on Friday when everything was pretty much quiet, even though we were practicing and things, everybody was kind of staying to themselves. But by Sunday and the fans showed up the way that they did, just an incredible scene.
Gonna have 14 to go.
This evening, and we'll have more on it.
I mentioned it in the pre-race, and that was probably the only race I can remember I was ever a part of where we had no concern how we ran.
Yeah.
Or what the finish was. It had nothing to do with the competition on the race. The fact there was competition was enough. You just didn't think about how it was going to affect you that day.
Trying to get back to normalcy. And now with 14.
Go AJ, I guess.
Stay up front. Who can battle their way through traffic?
Great restart by AJ, and he's protecting that bottom big time because Noah got a great restart. Noah got a really good restart, and he's going to send it in on the outside of AJ.
Top 3 wide, the 11 of Haley at the bottom, 3 wide.
Better be able to come up off that bottom, AJ. Fucking A, you let Noah get to his outside. That's disappointing.
Yeah, he had a little contact there as he got down in the middle of turn 1 and 2.
Oh, ain't that a bitch. Noah's easily got the best car of this top 3.
2 weeks in a row. He won last week at Darlington. Now up front here. Richmond with her team to go.
Oh, we got a wreck. The 51.
51 goes around. So Jeremy
And we have a caution.
will have another restart.
And Dale Jr. just gained like 6 spots. Come on, that's what I need. Just more and more cautions. More and more cautions.
2013, 9 already.
Terrible fucking shoes on the choose rule there by Harrison Burton that completely took him out of this race.
Others were looking for.
Yeah, I was mentioning how laps were the deficit for the 11 last time. Well, now he had passed 4 or 5 guys. So now close him back in and let him try.
And Justin Haley in 7th has way fresher tires. If the choose rule goes just right for him, this could be good.
He's at the bottom of 51. That is 3 wide. Looks like
Look at Junior 3 wide back there.
The 2 tries to get out of the gas. It looks like the
Junior got walled by the fucking 47. You dumb fucker. You stupid motherfucker. Are you fucking dumb?
Night short track racing, even though we're doing it in the afternoon.
Oh, you want to do it again later?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, 47. Just go ahead and run us right in the fucking wall, you piece of shit that doesn't belong on the fucking racetrack. Way to go.
Look. Clements at the 51.
He had no reason to pull up that high. The wreck is happening way down there, and he's like pulling up and running us into the goddamn wall.
So, oh, here we go. This would be a great look on board with Jeb right here. They get stacked up. It's that easy. So I was mentioning, just to remind the fans at home.
Well, Jeb Burton's had himself a day.
The field goes back to the previous scoring loop on the racetrack. It's not frozen by cameras. If you think your guy's ahead of your other, drivers.
Look how high that grass is in the infield there. Somebody's going to lose a splitter there tonight.
I know exactly where everybody lines up. Now, if it's the finish of the race, we go to cameras and all that. But not for yellows and for restarts. That hurt Harrison Burton.
Can we look at the fucking right side of Junior's car?
Great move. We saw him lost some spots. Right here's all the different loops. So you see, look, you got start finishes here, right? And then you got one here, and there's one over there, and there. So what happens is the caution come out, the field was somewhere down in here. So instantly, they're going to say, all right, last loop you passed under green, everybody got scored to that location, it automatically puts the lineup in place. So that can be good or bad. You look at Justin Haley, I thought he was past the 54 and past the 19. He was not by the loop. I mean, there's no argument. And now that's two cars I thought he had already disposed of. He has not.
Yeah, and then so now
Cindric came in to get cold tires.
That's where you're going to get to choose when it comes time as to where you're going.
Yeah, Noah's about to get lucky 2 weeks in a row unless Haley can get there. If Haley gets there, it's no contest.
Going to the outside, but then Brandon Jones spun the tires, and so that made it hard for him to go.
But Dale Jr. is inching his way back closer to the top 10 every restart.
When I was a crew chief, there's no way we were scored there. Impossible. Check it again.
I was ahead of him. I know I was ahead of him.
You mentioned it in that chaos. Noah Gregson did take the lead. John Hunter Nemechek followed him through into second on the dagger on those old tires.
John Hunter and Noah, a couple of guys that know how to do some really stupid shit.
Nemechek, what a run this could be. Or it already is, but what a huge win this would be for this Truck Series regular. Going for a championship over here, comes over and drives this 26 car.
And Justin Allgaier showing us that it doesn't make any difference whether he can steer his car or not. He's going to end up in the top 5 battling for a win.
Dylan, how about Ty Gibbs now in the 6th position?
Yeah, certainly been on offense, or going to have to be on offense, maybe even a little bit more so than he has been all afternoon long here to get the spots made up on this restart. But got his feathers ruffled a little bit on that restart. Take a listen.
Ty Gibbs pissed off.
Settle down. Settle down. So we got a long way to go. There's like 2 people last 2 weeks. I was inside of, completely inside of the shot me off, and they just drove through me. Get ready, buddy.
What a surprise. Ty Gibbs is talking about wrecking somebody. Does he know this is not an ARCA race?
Experience. Now, that might be the first part of that, but that continues on for your entire career. So, anyway, just voicing his opinion.
Rick, I don't know what was better, the radio or me and you staring at DJ after the radio to get his response. So here's what he's talking about. You're going to see right here. You got the 54.
So Ty Gibbs is mad at Daniel Hemrick.
Once. Twice. I can see he's upset, but I don't know. From Richmond, that kind of seems...
Ty Gibbs is fucking crybaby, we know. Herbst is in the top 10 because he's got fresh tires like Haley. Haley and Herbst have fresh tires.
Out of the organization. But yeah, this is what you have to learn to expect.
Restart with 7 to go.
Racing and the Xfinity.
Yeah, Ty Gibbs is a whiny little bitch. He needs to get over it.
I didn't like the choice on the bottom because I thought he was going to be pinned in. Now, 4th car back on the outside. That's the freshest tires. Can he jump to the top? And will they be enough? Because that 9 and that 26...
With the only few laps we have to go, Haley's going to need a really badass restart or another caution.
Because I expect this 54 to be outside of the 7 when they get to turn 1.
7 to go.
Here's the restart. John Hunter spun the tires. Haley shoots to the outside of Ty Gibbs.
Here comes Allgaier working that outside.
Oh, Allgaier, you're killing Haley. Killing him.
Gibbs in the 54. Gibbs trying to make that inside line work. Didn't get there. He's just in front
And
of
John Hunter running up to the back bumper of Noah. John Hunter lost the nose a little bit into 3, but he's got a nice run off of 4. 6 to go. John Hunter, do everything in your power, please. Hell, Allgaier looks good all of a sudden. Damn, Justin Haley just ran Ty Gibbs way wide into 1. And Allgaier just gave the race to fucking Noah because he got to the inside of Nemechek. That just gave the race to Noah because these two are racing hard. Noah got lucky again. How about that? 5 to go.
Allgaier putting pressure on Nemechek.
Lucky again.
Back there in 4th.
A huge run off the corner from the 11.
Oh, here comes Haley.
Came down the hill with a
Come on, Haley. You're running out of time.
over
So easy to do, especially as you get
Running out of time. Haley's not going to get there.
3 wide, back behind.
Look at this fucking mess back here. 4 wide. Burton, Mayer, Ty Dillon, Brandon Jolly. There's going to be a wreck right there. Yep, there they go. There they go.
Haley up to second.
Yeah, Nemechek doing a really good job on the outside.
They held on.
But this 11 car
Nemechek, can you please fuck off?
be able to make this pass on the exit of turn 4.
3 to go. He's not going to have enough time. 3 to go. Haley got to second, but he's not going to get to Noah.
Between first and second.
Can he chase him down?
Damn.
If he calms down, he can chase him down. That's the biggest thing.
Noah Gregson up front. Haley running in that.
You just had to stress me out like this.
Mike continues behind him.
You just had to make it stressful. 2 to go.
Haley slides coming out of turn 4.
And the lead down to 0.7 of a second.
Not going to be enough.
If he gets there, does he put the bumper to it?
Noah got a little loose off of 2. Boy, this last lap could get really close. It's going to be close on the last lap.
John Hunter Nemechek, Allgaier,
It's going to be close.
top 5. Riley Herbst up into the top 5.
White flag. This little dipshit got lucky again.
I'm not sure if he has enough of the 5
What a
left
miserable
here.
fucking 2 weeks this has been to watch Xfinity racing. I have to watch Dale Jr. fuck himself with pit strategy and all that.
Top 2.
Slipped a little bit right there.
Gregson, after winning in Darlington last week,
That
has a car
sucks.
lead over Haley.
What a fucking fluke.
He'll win at Richmond.
Oh my god, he won again. It was pure luck, but we'll pretend that he's good.
Yeah, boys. You guys are the best.
We're going to pretend that Noah's actually a good driver because he got lucky and won 2 fluke races in a row that had 35,000 cautions. Wonder how if Gibbs going to be mad at Haley because Haley fucking killed Gibbs going into 1 to get to that top 5. Did you guys see that?
Momentum as they're closing in on the playoffs in the Xfinity Series. 1 race to go in the regular season.
Or is Gibbs going to get over himself?
But on those cold stuffs, and Noah Gregson, to your point, calmly driving those tires right to their
I want to watch this post race to see if there's anything going on pit road. But there was a lot of people running into a lot of other people.
He was sideways.
They're getting ready to spin a little bit right now, I have a feeling.
And remember, we've heard from Noah Gregson. He says,
Dale Jr. ended up 14th
and I like to be
after the fucking penalty and all that bullshit. Hey, Jr. finished ahead of Cindric and Allmendinger. I'll take it.
And he's fun to watch. More playoff.
It's like when Dale Gribble beat Hank in the mower race. He beat Hank. It's almost better than winning. You beat Cindric and Allmendinger in 2021 in the Xfinity Series. That's almost like winning. One of the worst drivers in best equipment got lucky and won again. Yippee. I just realized that Noah in the 9 car and Haley in the 11 finished 1-2 on 9/11. Oh, my Lord. Rigged. 9/11 finished 1-2 on 9/11.
Need to remind him that there's another race still this afternoon. He's put down a speed bump on the racetrack. The last 3 races that have been run on 9/11 have all been won by Junior Motorsports drivers.
Man, fuck this stupid fucking race. How many weeks in a row can this guy get lucky? 9/11, 1-2 on 9/11. Hope he fails post-race. Yeah, Noah's never going to be a Cup driver, but, you know. Certainly not in a good car. He might get to drive that 30. He'll fit right in driving that 38 car in a few years.
Noah Gregson, 23 years old, was only 3 years old.
He'll be the second guy in a row that had no business being in that car when he gets it.
Now celebrating with
Is Ty Gibbs going to go cry about guys racing him?
win number 2 on the 2021 season, and they come
9-11-1-2 on 9-11.
What an incredible scene down here, guys. What a burnout here by Noah Gregson. 49 race winless streak going into last week. Now 2 in a row for Noah Gregson. Staying on the car with the American flag here on the 20th year since 9/11. You guys said this guy loves to put on a show. The crowd loving it down here.
Mute. Anyway, I'm scrolling Twitter. I just want to see pit road stuff, but I don't think anything's going on. Let's be real. Ty Gibbs is never going to be man enough to confront anyone when he's upset. He's just going to cry about it on his radio and bitch in a post-race interview. He's basically Joey Logano, but even whinier. Because even Joey's never been whiny like fucking Ty Gibbs. Come on, Twitter. Give me something interesting. Yeah, so basically my dad's a drunk, murdering piece of shit, and I get to pretend to be a good race car driver because my equipment carries me, and then I get lucky. He has never won an Xfinity race that wasn't pure goddamn luck. Okay, so he won Daytona in a junior motorsports car. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Wrecks his teammate to win Bristol. Wow. Denny Hamlin gets a fucking pit penalty last week. Gift wraps him another win. And then you saw what happened today. It was a clusterfuck, and he just happened to be the lucky one. And that's weird. 9-11-1-2 on 9-11. I'm going to say it again. 9-11-1-2 on 9-11. Cindric and Allmendinger end up 16th and 18th. That's the fucking real head scratcher here. Are you going to talk to this dipshit all day so I can unmute my television? Because I don't give a fuck about anything this ass clown has to say. I look forward to his inevitable early playoff elimination, though. We going to interview anybody else, or are we just going to stand here all day?
He's going to do it, though.
Is Brandon Brown going to make the playoffs? Does it really matter? I never look at Xfinity playoff cut line points, except for Michael Annett and Riley Herbst. Just think, all it took was Michael Annett missing 2 months' worth of races for Riley Herbst to get a playoff spot.
He mentioned that he was able to outrun Dale Jr., and that was pretty impressive. Let's hear from him.
What do you mean you were able to outrun? The fuck are you talking about? You got lucky. Fucking A. You literally won by circumstance.
It looked like you guys were having a blast out there. You ruffled some feathers, got some guys mad at you. That's a successful day, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's
finally the interview that matters.
It's hard there in the middle of the pack, especially there, especially around me, but I was up for it. It was fun. We got to beat on some of them guys. They beat back on us and got fenced in off of turn 4 and then off of turn 2 there late, but we didn't have the car I think that I was looking for, and maybe I just couldn't figure out how to get it around the track, but we tried hard and tried to make adjustments and couldn't really figure out how to get the left front to work, and the car was real tight, and but it was fun. I love racing with these Xfinity Series. All these guys got so much heart and so much, they just race so hard, and you can tell they're trying to prove themselves, and it's so fun to be out there with them and learn about those guys. That's how you learn who's who, is being out on the racetrack with them. So you get to see how they race, and that's a first-hand experience today, so it's going to help me in that booth going forward.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to ask you. You're getting ready to go upstairs to call the Cup race, of course, in the booth. So
I wish he was in the damn Cup race.
Today? I mean, what can you bring upstairs now that you maybe couldn't before?
Well, hopefully I haven't lost any credibility running 14th today, but it really helps me in the booth. It really does, and I think that's why I do it. I mean, I know it's good for our partners, our sponsors, but I just love to be reminded of what's going on inside the car, and getting out there for a couple race once a year helps me remember some of the things that makes me a better broadcaster, and So hopefully, you know, I picked up on some things that I'd forgotten.
Run Martinsville next spring, Junior. I'm going.
You know, call a good race tonight. So had fun. And,
I hope he runs Martinsville next year.
Enjoyed the race. Looked like it was a good while I went out there. It was racing all over the place, and I'd like to do another one. So can't wait to get back in there.
It's a 14th day for Junior, but more importantly, great times, had a lot of fun, and always awesome to see him back on the racetrack.
Had a little smile on his face there, joking.
All right, boys and girls, I'm going to go eat and chillax for a little bit, and I'll be back around 7:30 or so for the Cup race. So come on back unless I pissed you off. If I did, go fuck yourself. Don't come back. I don't want you here. No, I'm kidding. Come back and tell me I'm an asshole. I dare you.